that.
Yep.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, in case y'all don't know what that was, that's that version. Later in the show, probably at the top of the next hour, there's another version that we're going to play of this, but this is it's an orchestra. I mean, it's an opera, not an opera. What do you call it? A choir, sorry. And I don't know why I couldn't get that out of my head. And it's an all boys choir. It's a really good version of this song, but they're actually singing the words and not just the music. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
so we'll hear that later on. So welcome to News on the Flip Side, everybody. I hope everyone's out there in the world is enjoying their holiday or getting ready to enjoy their holiday. I know Hanukkah has already started. For happy Hanukkah for everybody out there. Kwanzaa, I don't know when Kwanzaa starts, but I guess we can find out. It's a news show.
The 26th.
The
26th.
There you go. Happy Kwanzaa for the 26th. And of course, we're in Merry effing Christmas for everybody else. So, yes, no, people enjoy the holiday. No, we play Christmas music during the holiday. Oh, by the way, the first person who can write to me and tell me who played, this is an easy one, but you got to be the first person, so you're going to have to be fast. Who played Luke Skywalker in Hope, in The Good Hope in Star Wars? Yes, the very first one ever. Write to me now. Come on, people. Now, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to announce it until the top of the hour, but still, the first person who tells me who Mark Hamill is. He wins the lightsaber. His lightsaber. No, I'm serious. See how you gave y'all an answer. I don't know who's going to get it first, but we'll see when we get up there. No, I'm not telling y'all to the top of the hour. So Sean, how you been?
I'm doing okay.
I've been in kind of bitch slap mood, but okay. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just this is my busy time of the year, and
excuse my language. I bet.
And just dealing with people and their questions and their. I don't want to say stupidity.
I got a question for you. So now a lot of these people coming in have been cooking hams or cooking turkeys or cooking what the bleep ever, for 20, 30, 40 years. So do you really hear stupid questions from people like that? I'm just curious because, I knew you were going to say yes.
And I got one to tell you. It's going to take about a couple minutes.
Oh, go ahead. We ain't that big hurry. We're just opening it up.
This is true. This is the honest to God's truth. I died. It was about 8 or 9 years ago. Okay, so it's Christmas time. And of course, we sell our hams, whole hams. So this lady said to me, "Do you mind getting this ham and cutting it down the middle?" I said, "Sure, no problem." So I grabbed the ham, started walking toward the meat room. And she says, excuse me. I said, "Yes." She said, "Can you cut me a slice from the middle of the ham?" I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem, And I was in a joyful, happy mood, and then as I'm walking back, as God is my witness, quote unquote, this lady said to me, a question, "Does that mean you have to cut the ham down the middle?"
Wait. What do you mean, does it? Okay.
Welcome to my world, Joe, in the meat department. She wanted me. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, how ow.
The sad thing was, she was like 60 years old, dude.
Well, she should know, but maybe she was having a moment. Like, I have moments. I'm old now, so I have these moments from time to time.
Let me ask you a question, dude. Let me ask you a question. Down in Louisiana, it's a tradition here in Pittsburgh to have pork on New Year's Day. Is it like that down in Louisiana?
It used to be, but not anymore. Well, you know what they used to do? They had changed it around, and they used to do what they call a cruchon de lait on the weekend before Christmas or Christmas Eve. Now, I don't know if y'all familiar with a cruchon de lait up there, but y'all probably have them. It's just when you take the pig and you put it in the ground and you cook it all day and then you pull it out and you eat it. So down here, that's what they call it, a cruchon de lait. But it's spending a whole day together with your whole family, cooking all day long. Mm-hmm. And it's always good because it's been smoldering in them charcoals for God knows probably 15 hours or something. So it just falls off everything. No, really, no, it's true. That's what it's called. You can look it up. And no, Louisiana's got a lot of weird customers. Well, the home of the fried turkeys down here. But we try, in all fairness, fried turkeys are good. And but most of us don't like frying turkeys because, man, frying turkeys can be 50-50. You blow your house up, burn it down to the ground. Look, there have been some. No, I'm telling you, these are grown adults. I watched a guy. He filled it up almost all the way to the top, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? You're not going to put that turkey in there, right? Because it's just going to overflow because it's an open flame. And
Oh my God.
I'm thinking, no, he won't. He just drops it. All you see is a big blue flame. Well, big blue and a big orange flame rolls up, catches his garage on fire. I'm thinking, well, this moron's house is going to burn.
Damn.
And it happens a lot. I mean, probably one in every 5,000 people who do one burns up something. Well, because they use an open flame, guys, and that's how they do it. Well, no, it's not that they put in a frying pan. I mean, freaking turkey's this big around. How you gonna put in a frying pan?
Well, I mean, I've tried the fried turkey, and I don't like it. I just
Because right, so fried turkey is a funny beast. If it's not done right, it's going to be dry and nasty. Okay,
Mhm.
it has to be cooked right. It has to be cooked at the right temperature, and it has to have the right crust on the outside. Because if it doesn't, it is nasty, nasty, nasty. It's like this stuff they call boudin down here. Boudin is just a sausage, and it's made from a lot of different pieces. And it's either really, really good or really, really horrible. There is no in between. I mean, you either get this stuff and you're like, damn, or you get this stuff and you want to go gag somewhere.
So
It's
it's like
just,
chitlins, huh?
yeah. But now chitlins, yeah, it's like chitlins because people, if y'all don't know what chitlins is, you don't know what you're missing. See, down here you don't get that stuff. These are fried, greasy. It's like little pieces of bacon, all with chunks of fat all over them. It's bad for you, people. Well, because they got chitlins down here that they fry to like a puff, like kind of like a Rice Krispie thing that you
Hmm.
crunch on, and they're not bad, but that's what they are. They're like a little air puff. But then they got the old style kind where they cut out the inside of the belly and they slice it up like little pieces of bacon, and they drop it in the fryer and fry it all up till it's good and juicy and crispy and oozing all kind of fat out of it. That's going to clog up God knows how many arteries. I can feel an artery clogging while I'm talking about it. Oh no, they're fabulous. Oh no, what happened was I didn't know what they were. My grandpa stopped. This is way back before the sun even shined. He stopped one day at this little place on the side of the road up in a place called La Place, Louisiana, and he went in this old store that looked like it's about to fall sideways. Bought a bag of these damn things. And he was mad as hell because I ate like 90% of them when we got on the damn fridge. I'm like, these damn things are good. Pounds for grandpa, what is this stuff? He wanted this. So after that, though, every time we stopped, he got 2 bags. No, this is like in a swamp. Well, back then, when I was a kid, La Place was just a swamp with some buildings in it. Now it's a damn city with probably 200,000 people living there. It's a different thing. It's but anyway, we're gonna get into some news. Well, you mean so? All right, we'll open with that since you just threw that in front of me on my page like 18,000 times. Yes, Israel did admit to killing 3 hostages by accident.
Oh, okay.
So at least they admitted to it. I mean, it could have been like Hamas. Oh no, we never did it. No, shit, no. Or like Iran. Oh, we don't know what you're talking about, man. Carolyn, we're going to talk about that, but what do we know? We'll talk a little bit of it right now. So there has been suggestions that this regime in 2024 may try to either get into a war or start a mini war of some sort to turn the tide of the election. Okay, let me tell y'all this. Short of Trump being assassinated, he's going to be your next president, even if it's from prison. Okay, right now in the swing states, this is Harvard's numbers in the swing states. Yes, guys, these are Harvard's numbers, and this is what they say the swing states are: 10 swing states. It's 10 swing states. The best he's got in 3 of them, and one of those is Georgia, is he's only 3 points behind. For the states, he is actually 7 points behind. He's lost this election. And if Kennedy runs, which Kennedy's going to do, it's going to even be a much wider margin than that.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, barring a miracle, which may happen, I'm not going to say it won't, like World War III, Trump's going to probably be your next president.
What's your thought on Kennedy?
I actually like Kennedy if he'll get his voice fixed. I got some rocks coming out. I'm like, dude, shut up and tell me what the hell you're trying to say if I hit you with a can or something. I mean, come on. You can't be a politician if you can't speak. Let's be honest about it.
I like him. I
I
like him.
like him. He's got a good background. He's got a solid thing. He's also a Kennedy, so you can't go wrong with a Kennedy. Just get assassinated somewhere down the line,
Yeah.
or fall out of an airplane in the sky in a perfectly good day. Anyway, I'm sorry, we're not going there.
That was a
I
setup.
like JFK, man. I'm sorry, people. He should
I
never
do
got.
too.
JFK was right. As soon as he said, "Oh, I'm getting into politics," boom, like next year he was dead.
Yeah.
It's a curse. No, it's
Wasn't
a
that,
curse.
see, to all the thing going on out about Junior, who died in the plane crash, was that it was kind of
Oh,
a setup hit?
oh, he didn't know he was flying upside down in the aircraft. Okay, people, let me tell y'all something. I was in the Navy and I worked on an aircraft carrier, and I've been in several jets. And you don't get this the wrong way, but you know when you're upside down, because one
Yes.
thing, gravity's pulling your head down this
Yeah.
way instead of this way. Trust me on this. There is no, I didn't know it was upside down bullshit going on here, man. He was not flying upside down inverted, thinking that, oh, hey, yeah, and then he just came down instead of went up. No, that
No.
was the biggest crap story I've ever heard. It
Hmm.
took all of 4 minutes to debunk. Well, come on. I told y'all, as soon as the only Kennedy that managed to stay in power and not get killed was Teddy. And that's because they had the goods on Teddy when he killed that girl down there in Florida. Wait, he ran off the bridge, killed her, and then left the scene
Yeah.
and didn't get in any trouble for it. That was
Uh,
me and Jack here. We'd be in prison still. We'd still be in prison. We're talking like 35 years ago. No, man, that was sad. That was sad. But no, they had him. He was bought and owned after that. What was he going to do? Well, screw you people. Guess what? You're going to jail. No, it's past the statute of limitations. We'll find something else to put you in jail for, boy. Come on. It's the powers to be.
yeah.
No, Elon Musk rocks, and we'll talk about Elon. We all love Elon. Go, Elon, go. Go, Elon, go.
You're not going to love Elon until you get your George Jetson car, dude.
No, it's not Elon's fault. Elon might get me a George Jetson car. These other idiots ain't can even get close. So Xi Jinping's trying to copy Elon now, and then he said this, but the third, he's being asked by some reporter, well, how long will we be able to? Oh, he said probably about 10 years yet before we can do what Elon does. He's quite far ahead. And he goes, did he wait just even better? He goes, but look, don't get upset because even the United States ain't keeping up with Elon. So he was like, and the lady kind of looked at him like, but he's in the United States. I was thinking, oh shit, this is too funny. It was like, but he's right. I mean, they're still a good ways off. I know they crashed their space station a while back. Now they got a new one. We're getting ready to crash ours pretty soon. We're paying $1 billion to crash it, by the way.
Why? How? How do they crash it, dude?
I don't know what they're going to do. People of Earth, beware. There may be pieces of shit falling on your head. To answer your question, Dean, they just said it was old, and you can only take so much tugging and pulling and the way it was put together. So it's just time to retire it. I don't know. It's like, I'd have to ask, but I think it's like 20 years old. So it's been up there for a while. It was up there when the shuttles were still in service. Yes.
So
And
how
that
do
was,
they shoot it down, dude?
they just probably turn it off and just watch it go. What they might do, they might blow all the modules off and let them come down to individual pieces. They might burn up better that way. As a big whole station, it might not burn up all the way. And they want to try to time it so they put it down in an ocean somewhere, not like in the middle of Sydney or New York for that matter. Well, no, people, I mean, NASA's track record's not the best. Let's just be honest about it. It's not always the best track record I've ever seen. Let me go see. Let me see what we got. Oh, yes, I wanted to talk about this. So, GE, GE, I know GE, the people who make your washer and dishwashers, right? GE had a breakthrough on a new hypersonic propulsion. So it's some kind of detonation propulsion that sounds like it can get you around the globe in under 25 minutes.
Huh?
I mean, yeah, this is booking. I mean, right now we got some new technology that can get you to Moscow in less than an hour, but and actually the new fighter jets for Gen 6 will be able to get you to Moscow in less than an hour. Yeah, we're getting some new serious technologies. Because the United States is weird. Think about the X-117s. No one really knew what they were. They'd been flying for a while before anybody found out. And no one got to really see them until Desert Storm. And then we got to see them blow the living shit out of Russian hardware all over the place and never even get a scratch. We didn't even lose one. I mean, we lost hardly. It was pathetic. It's kind of like the Ukraine kicking Russia's ass right now. It was just pathetic.
Hmm.
What do you mean? Do I think the Ukraine should get more money? Look, don't get me involved in the Ukraine war. All I can tell you is I do think the U.S. has a strategic interest in keeping Ukraine where it's at and not under Russian control. Well, first off, it helps control the Black Sea port. You see how the Ukraine is just wreaking havoc on Russia's navy. So it's a good thing for us. And I don't know about making them NATO. No, I'm not sure about that. You can't really make them NATO while they're at war because all that's saying is, okay, well, you're now NATO. So guess what? We're all going to attack Russia. Well, that's World War III, people.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's how that's going to work.
But then again, though, if the United States is part of NATO, help me understand this, Joe. But so NATO would have to declare war now, right?
Yes, because it was somebody was attacking one of its members.
Okay, so why does that affect Biden? I mean,
because the United States is a major part of NATO.
Okay.
We'd have to go to war, and if we go to war with Russia, China's going to get involved. Europe's going to get involved. It's World War III.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it's not just NATO. People don't realize that if NATO goes to war with Russia, then the EU has to pick sides. They have to decide who they're going to fight with, who because they're not going to be able to stay neutral. So they're going to have to pick sides, and then so you done pretty much divvied up the world. It'll mainly be like Russia, China, Venezuela. There'll be a few, like about 10 countries on the Axis side, and probably 100 on the Ally side. That's one of the reasons That's one of the reasons Xi Jinping. People think he's stupid. He wants to just go get in the war, but he knows he's watching Russia, and his equipment's not any better than Russia's is. Get its ass kicked by a little shithole country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's not the United States. That's not a country that's been at war for 50 years. It's not a country with tried and true technologies that will blow the living shit out of you. And we're not squeamish. We have no problem with saying, okay, you want to play the game? You're going to die because we're not going to squirm or worm. See, one of the problems that Russia was having is his generals, the first 12 that were killed, 12 people, by the way, 12 generals lost in the Ukrainian war. We didn't lose 12 generals in any war combined, I don't think. You can't be squirmish in a war. When it's time to kill, it's time to kill. And you can't back down from it. When you got to kill somebody, you got to kill somebody. See, that's why they want to come up with all this drone technology and make them autonomous. People, it's a bad idea to give drones autonomy to kill people. All right? It's just a bad idea. There's no Asimov's law there. That's just stupid. If we're going to kill people with drones, we need to be pushing the button to remind humans how it is to kill people so we won't do it again. If you're letting robots kill them, what's the lesson learned? None. Oh, the robot just killed somebody. So I'm against it. I'll always vote against it. I'll probably even be outspoken when it comes time. Because, oh, well, the Russians are going to have it. So what? So the Russians don't feed their people and beat the shit out of them. That's what we're supposed to do our people. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, well, you can't copycat one and say, oh, one good thing. It's not a good thing. Letting anything autonomous go around killing humans is not a good thing. It's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And all it can lead to is a bunch of humans getting killed. So what happens if all the drones around the world get together and say, you know what? Well, shit, there's 100 million of us. We're just going to go wipe out the human race. What are we going to do? Run and cry like little babies? Like little bitches because we were stupid and gave drones?
Isn't it? It's scary, though, because if you get a good hacker, a very good hacker, he could probably hack into them drones and just send them anywhere.
Well, see, that's one of the reasons they want to do autonomous drones, because an autonomous drone can shut off its Wi-Fi once it's got its orders, so you can't hack it. There's no antenna to get into it. In other words, once you give it its orders, it turns off its Wi-Fi. There's just no way to get into the Wi-Fi. There's no way to get into the thing. So, which is it's a double trouble because one, if once it does that, it's going to go do whatever its target is. If something happens or something changes, we can't even call it back. It's just a bad idea, people. It is just a bad idea. Putin says that this war will not end until he wants to do what he started out to do, and that's to kill all Nazis in the Ukraine. So I got a question for y'all. We've been in war now for 2 years now. How many Nazis did he killed? Let me
None.
think.
None.
Yes, I'm thinking it was a zero.
Yeah. Yep.
So where are all these Nazis hiding at?
Argentina.
That's what I always were for sure. No, really, people, where are all these Nazis hiding at? No, actually, Chernobyl's in the Ukraine. In case y'all didn't know that, yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's another nuclear base. There's another nuclear facility there as well. Well, in the old
Speaking
days,
of Chernobyl, how about them animals, man?
there's all kind of weird mutation stuff going on in Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Plus, they say the radiation's going away much faster than originally thought. So they're going to start opening up zones to live in. People do not go to Chernobyl. No, bad people. It's like letting robots be autonomous. Don't go to Chernobyl. Because land's going to be like 50 cents an acre. But is it worth it? You're going to glow in the dark and shit. If you're old people, okay, it's probably worth it. If you're not going to have kids, it's probably worth it. But hey, if you're like mid-30s, you're going to go raise a family. No, don't go to Chernobyl. Go somewhere else. Give it 2 decades of people living there before you start bringing families there. How's that?
There you go.
I'm not going to Chernobyl. No. That would be like, let's go to Fukushima. Hey, Joe, hey, you want to go to Fukushima? Hey, Sean, you want to go to Fukushima with me, man? Let's go hang out in Fukushima. No, screw you people. Are you stupid? Why would you go to Fukushima? So there are 3 really big disasters that people remember. Do y'all know what they are? Well, we just talked about 2, Fukushima and Chernobyl. So do you know what the third one was? And the third one actually happened before both of these.
No.
Yes, and it happened in the United States.
It's Pennsylvania, buddy.
Yes, 3 Mile Island.
3 Mile Island, man.
That was right in Pennsylvania, 3 Mile Island.
Yes, sir.
That's the one. That was the first one that released radiation into the atmosphere and killed them.
Crazy shit going on when that was happening around here.
Oh, I bet, man. The people were flipping out about it. Yes, that's the 3 most popular ones.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Now they just go down there around 3 Mile Island and on their party boats and shit. And
because they stupid. They don't know. No, they're just dumb. What do they know? Well, it wasn't contaminated down here. No, they lied. No, man, they released. They had in the end. They had to admit they had released quite a bit of radiation into the atmosphere, and which means it settled down around the areas down there. But no, y'all eat the fish. Y'all go down there. No, people. It's been a while now. I don't know.
I wouldn't touch anything from the Ohio River, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it even without the damn accident.
Yeah.
Well, some of these rivers are pretty polluted, people. Yeah. I wouldn't eat nothing out to Mississippi. No, indeed not.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, but if you go up the Allegheny River all the way up to this little town called Kittanning, you could just like go out in your boat and it's like crystal clear water, man. It's like you can drink it. You know what I mean? It's nice and clean up around that area.
Yeah, there used to be quite a few rivers do that.
No way. Ain't touching that shit.
When we grew up, there actually are still a few rivers, even today, the ozone rivers you can go drink out of on the North Shore and places like that are still drinkable. They're ice cold, though, when you get in them. They still got a good fish population. It's interesting. What do you mean, Mark? No, so, all right. So what's going on right now, current situation? Trump may or may not get prosecuted. He's getting some stuff kicked out. They're fighting on other stuff. Regardless if he loses a case or not, it's just going to get appealed, and the appeal process will probably go past the election. So will the conviction be enough to drop his points? No, it will not. Actually, it will probably help him. Yes. Trump's got this thing with bad news. A lot of times it works in his favor. We noticed that in the 2016 election, and we noticed that when this one. For every time they opened up a different state or a different place, opened up charges against him, he went up in the polls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I read something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I read something before I came on the show, and Georgia's finally admitting that they screwed up on them votes down there, man. There was like over 100,000 bad voting votes. You know what I mean? Where they didn't count. Yes, sir. I just read it.
Yeah, all that's going to come to play in these cases against him in these trials because he's now it's one of those. What is that? Sorry, it's trying to call somebody. He's that's what this is about. Oh, well, he was throwing the election. They're going to have a hard time proving any of that. Most of this stuff is going to go. Georgia's trial cases will probably go his favor. The ones in New York probably won't, but it doesn't really matter because the judge was out screaming about what kind of idiot Trump was before Trump got elected the first time. So that's an easy appeal. He'll get that appeal with no question at all. And everybody already thinks, everybody, including the Democrats. So when you poll this, 90% of all Republicans think this is politically related. 55% of all Democrats think this is politically related, and almost 80% of independents do. So no one believes this is about him committing crimes. They all believe this is about trying to keep him from being president again, which just makes more people want to vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
And to answer your question, Bobby Lee, if he does win and he gets elected and he is convicted, he can pardon himself. Oh, yes, he can.
Did they find out who's his vice president yet? Did he pick anybody yet?
No, I think they're going to wait on that because they might use somebody like a lot of people think they're going to go with an off name, but he might go with a DeSantis or a Nikki. So he does. It's over with for anybody running against him. It's a non sequitur. Then it's no guys. If he takes like Nikki Haley or if he takes, especially if he takes DeSantis, there ain't no combination going to beat him. Nope. Right now, as it stands right now, no combination can beat him because in the red states he's through the roof, and in the swing states he's pretty up through the roof, and he's even running high in places like New York. He's actually up in the 40s in California, where he was only 36% last time. With black voters and Hispanics, he's up through the roof.
Yeah,
he's gonna set records. So I don't know what to tell y'all guys. We had enough of Cracker Joe. That's all there is to it. And Jean Lepi saying, "Oh no, he's perfect. He's perfect. No, I'm not gay. Who told you I was gay? But he's perfect. No, but
no,
aren't you a lesbian? No, I'm
you,
not a
no.
lesbian. Who told you that?
Honest to God, Joe, I believe that if Trump was president, no Ukraine war, nothing like that. Man.
I think a lot of this stuff would go really, really fast. He already told Israel that if he gets in, he's going to get his people. He ain't waiting for no more bullshit doing this, doing that. He's just going to go get his people." And Hamas said, "Well, we'll kill him." And he said, "Well, if you kill any of our people, we will kill every last one of you until your children." NBC made a big deal about it, and everybody. But you know what? NBC screwed up there because that's what the country wants to hear. We want to get rid of them. We don't want terrorists anymore. And the only way you're going to get rid of them is take it all the way to the source, or
Right.
change the way they think. And and Trump's not a change the way you think. Trump's one kill them till they're dead. Well, I didn't say it was right, Bruce. It's just the way it is. What's better than what's going on right now? I mean, think about it. They were killing babies and then stomping their heads in, burning them alive, and then crushing their heads. I mean, what kind of fucking sick people do that? They walked into a concert and just started killing teenagers for the sake of just killing teenagers. I mean, you're pretty sick. This goes more than just, oh, we've been shit on. No, this is just wanting to be as horrific as you can be. Personally, I'd have treated them far worse. That's why I could never get into politics. Nope. Somebody said Joe for president. I said, no, y'all don't ever want me president. First off, there would be no more problem in South America. I can tell you that now. Oh, no. I would already arrange for that to be taken care of.
Yeah, what's going on down there? Venezuela fighting who? Brazil?
No, I don't. Venezuela better just go home and sit down because I don't think Venezuela can even fight its own territories. It's they've got all kind of issues down there. It's but hey, if they want to get into they're trying to destabilize the area. It's hard to destabilize the Americas because America's here, So and we're paying attention to what's going on. With Cracker Joe, maybe it's a little bit easier, but I don't. I think we wouldn't even allow for. We would figure if Venezuela invaded Brazil, we would consider that an active invasion on the Americas pack and just go in and wipe Venezuela out. Say, screw you, bud. We've been wanting to get rid of y'all for a while, so you just gave us a reason to.
Mm-hmm.
And nah, people, we watch Venezuela. Y'all remember when old Russians going to send all kind of tanks? We were like, really? You just go ahead and send some tanks over here, Mr. Russian, see what's going to happen to them tanks. They'll never get to Venezuela. They ain't never getting there, buddy. It ain't gonna happen. Y'all can just forget that crap. We don't allow Russia to say. Well, no, China does a lot of trading with South America, but not as much as they used to. The U.S. under both Obama and Trump put their foot down. Obama was weird. He didn't get credit for some stuff that he did. Like, in case y'all didn't know this, he deported any more people than more people than all the presidents before him combined. Even Trump didn't deport as many people as Obama did. I know, and Trump deported a lot. But people just, they hear stuff, but they don't hear some of the stuff he did, like tightening up places and helping. He didn't really want to be overrun by foreigners either. What do you mean he's a racist? Yeah, he probably is a racist. What do you mean? Oh, you mean Michael? I don't know anything about Michael. No.
I think Michael and the cook were having an affair, and Obama didn't like it and told the Secret Service people to knock him out.
I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to that. Actually, Gene, hold on. It's So where I lost my track of these damn articles.
Obama. We were at Obama.
Oh no, we're leaving Obama alone. He's an Obama. He's he's just an Obama. So yeah, y'all had heard about there's a new thing, a new treatment for cancer getting ready to come out that turns the gene off. So it's no more radiation, no more all this stuff. They just give it to you, and it goes inside the cancer and flips the cell off like a switch. It just turns it off.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, yeah. There's a lot of new treatments out that don't involve chemo now. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that does. And there's a lot of cancers out there that are pretty rough to deal with. Yeah, I know there's some people going through it now. So let's see here. What do we got here? Oh, new tech in the Ukraine conflict. High-powered programmable ammunition. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get that out for nothing. Turns the tide against Russian forces. Now, for a while, the U.S. has been working on this ammunition that you can program. It can go after heat sources, it can go after individuals, it can go after a lot of different things. So it doesn't get lost. So like you see a guy with a machine gun shoots out like 50 rounds. Well, you don't have to anymore. You can just shoot 2, pop, pop, and it's going to its target no matter what. Yes, it's a cool way to do it. So if you launch like 30 of them, they're going for 30 different targets.
Wow.
It's going to be hard. It's hard to defend against weapons like that. Yes. America's getting space age. We're breaking out some of that alien technology and say, we're tired of playing with y'all.
I don't think so, dude. I think this is like above alien technology.
What?
What they're coming out programming your own ammunition.
Oh my God, no! We wish we had their technology, Lord. They come up there and blast a whole city out and go, hey, okay, what was? I mean, come on, they could turn off our nuclear weapons. I mean, anybody can turn off our nuclear weapons. We really shouldn't be screwing with. No, I seen that actually, Mark. And thanks for sending that, but I had seen it earlier. Biden admin finalizes most restrictive offshore oil drilling plan in U.S. history. You know what, Biden? You only got 10 months left or 12 months left. Screw you.
I know what Trump's going to do when he first gets in. He's going to open up the Keystone Pipeline, dude.
He's probably going to. Well, he's got to have to get Congress helping with that. But if he's still got the House and a good chunk of the Senate, he can probably do it. Dictator Trump plans to deploy massive numbers of troops on U.S. soil. Okay. Rolling Stones, you morons. First off, you have to have Congress's approval to deploy massive amounts of troops on U.S. soil. And in case you didn't know that, there's already massive amounts of troops.
Yes. Are they that dumb, dude?
Yes, they are.
Wow.
No, I mean massive. We're talking millions of troops on U.S. soil. Yes, between reserves and regular. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you that. Yes. And what do you think? They're all just deployed all around the world? We do have a lot around the world, but we have a lot here. Well, the U.S. has a sneaky way of balancing its troops so that we don't get in trouble. So we always say we got 1 million troops or 1.5 million troops, but it's like a feather, or when you got a big load of stuff. If you keep the parakeets flying half the time, and they don't weigh anything. The container loses its weight. Well, it's the same thing. We have troops overseas. We don't actually count them as deployed U.S. troops, or I should say in-house U.S. troops. They're deployed. They're actually counted on a separate list. Yes. So when you hear us say, "Oh, well, we have 250,000 troops deployed overseas," that's true. But when you hear him say we have 1 million troops in the United States, that is also true. But the key word is in the United States. That's not total amount of troops. Yeah, you just got to watch the government. They like fiddling around like that. Well, no, people just think, oh, Trump's going to deploy troops over and he's just going to take over the country. First off, people, remember, in every revolution, the military's got to be willing to fight for you. All right?
But
You're going to
they
have a
are,
good.
Joe. They're ready to fight for Trump.
Oh, I don't think they are. I think some of them are, but I don't think they all are. Trump's got too much of a hate-love relationship with everybody. Some will be willing to fight for him, some won't. We'll just end up in a civil war.
That's
And so we don't need that. Well, that's what was happening before 9/11 happened. And then 9/11 happened and everybody went back to let's kill somebody. And that's probably what's going to happen here. Somewhere in all of this mess, there's going to be something that pisses us off, that gets our mind off of what's going on. House Republicans celebrate huge record-breaking win. They broke a record in how much money that they have been given for their next election. Wow, people want to love them. The world's largest hydrogen deposit was found in France. Well, at least it wasn't found in enemy territory.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
well,
aren't they our
hydrogen.
enemies, Joe? France? Don't they hate us?
No, France loves us, man. What are you talking about?
No, I hear France hates us.
I don't know when, since we saved their asses twice. Uh, I mean, come on, they're the guys that gave us the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. But no, I just keep hearing that France don't like the United States. That Macron is just does not like.
I don't know. All my friends like the United States that live over there. They don't have no problem with it. It's and I know quite a few people in France, but they don't seem to have a problem with us. They have more of a problem with what's going. And right now, why with Russia trying to start World War III, would you want to piss off America?
Yeah.
Well, we might just say, "Oh, guess what? You know what, France? Screw you. You defend yourself, moron. You
Yeah.
didn't do too good of a job in that in the last two wars, did you? Oh no, that's right. You got your ass kicked both in wars." Unfortunately for France, they don't really. They've got a military, but nothing that's going to save their ass in a real war.
Oh no, they got their asses whipped in Vietnam.
They had their asses whipped in every war they fought, except back in the day when they had the French Armada. You got to go back a long ways for France to have a good victory. Yes, French people, we're hating on y'all, but we love your cooking. Just saying. Just saying, people. Just saying. Well, this is the real world. This ain't the bullshit where you hear on TV where everybody's woke. No, this is the real world. No, I mean, think about it. We go to war in World War III, and France, for some reason, is isolated the United States or made it feel hostile or whatever. We just let them get invaded by Russia. I don't. Russia like those French crepes, man. I hear it's good stuff. I don't know if y'all gonna like goose stepping, but hey, go for it and find out. Iran-backed Hamas cuts Israel off from major critical lifeline amid war in Gaza. Yes, U.S. says we will supply whatever they need. Well, I guess Israel, Iran, that really didn't matter, did it? Oh, man, that was just too funny. Okay. Guys, I can't help it. Israel thought they were doing something good, and U.S. said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Hey, I didn't write the article. I'm just reading the damn things. I should be telling you who they're from. This is from essencenews.com. Russia Su-34 suffers heavy losses. Road collision takes out first mass production unit. So wait, this is a badass fighter jet. Okay, it kind of looks like a cross, but it looks like an F-18 really. Got hit on the road. Was it? It was on a highway. What the hell was it doing on a highway?
Probably rating to take off.
See, you don't put ones you got to roll down a highway. You got to have hover ones for the highway, like the hover jets, the different ones we have in the U.S. Yes, you can. Wow, Russia. No wonder y'all losing the war in the Ukraine.
Hmm.
Production cost of this jet was $36 million. Oh no, the damage to this jet was $36 million. Oh, it didn't total it. Well, that's interesting. Well, you see, that's the thing. Why doesn't Russia have a bunch of its fighter jets buzzing over the Ukraine? It doesn't really need them anywhere else, does it?
They keep
Ah,
shooting them down.
that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, these are state of the art. These jets are supposed to go up against the F-35 and the F-22 Raptor. As far as I know, even the F-35 don't want to go up against the F-22. It's it's yeah, no, we discontinued because it's a killer. It even kills American pilots sometimes. It's a beast. It's a beastie jet. Well, originally we were going to order more. We got 122 of them. We were going to order more, and somehow Congress put a crap on them, and no one could figure out why all of a sudden the Air Force, Navy, and two other branches decided to just order F-35s and not some other jets mixed in with them. Doesn't make
Huh.
sense. We don't usually do stuff like that. Navy tends to have 4 or 5 different kind of jets on board. F-35 can do everything. It can be a tank killer like oh yeah. It can be a tank killer like the Warthog. It can be a deadly fighter like the F-18. It can be a bomber like the A-6. It can do all of that stuff. It's a beast of a jet. And it can hover and wait there and kill you when it knows you're coming and you don't even know it's sitting in the sky. By the time you realize it's in the sky, you're dead. Or there's missiles coming towards you and you're like, oh no, and then 2 of them and you're dead. It's a beast. And it's stealth. It's a stealth beast. So even after it fires, if it moves, you don't even know where it's at until you see it. And by then, you're really dead.
But I love the warthogs, dude. I
No, the
do.
Warhorse are great. They gave them a new renewal. Yeah, they're going to give them. I think they said another 10 years or another 20 years. They're old planes, guys, but they're beastie. When they come to killing tanks, they're just beast. That Gatling gun is just on Jesus. That thing rips through tanks like it's paper. Oh, and it can carry so many bombs and missiles. It's not even funny.
They
It was
have
designed to kill armor. I mean,
they do have cute pilots, though. I'm telling you.
oh,
The
now they
female
do.
pilots
Yeah. Now
in the
they do.
warthog.
I've seen a couple of female pilots now for the Warthogs, but before they didn't. Well, no, they got ladies up there destroying stuff. I mean, y'all don't understand what a Warthog is. A Warthog is just sheer let me blow shit up plane. That's what it's designed to do. Especially hard armor. It's really designed to just blow. It's got a Gatling gun that's beastified, and then it can carry quite a big missile.
But also for ground support for our troops too.
Yeah, it's a beast. The Russians still can't figure. And it's got 2 engines on it. These things have come in so shot up, no one could understand how they were still flying. Well, they got redundant systems. They have like 3 backups of everything on these planes. They were designed to go into battle and come back alive, and they do it all the time. You can go. There's a site somewhere that shows you how they've come back blown up in pieces and shit. One engine completely gone, the other one still running, smoking and stuff. Oh, sorry, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see where are we at. Let's get Lizinski. Lizinski feels the chill from the Ukraine allies in a very tough week. Well, we're getting tired of giving you money in the war.
Biden just gave him 200 million.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to the billions we've been giving them. Oh wait, here we go. China risky maneuvers around the U.S. military are part of long-running plan to use use the enemy to train their troops. Okay, China. I'm just going to help y'all with this because I like you, China. So I'm going to help y'all with this. Trying to train Chinese pilots around U.S. jets when the U.S. jets are not responding does not work.
Mhm.
So all you're teaching them is how to get close to a U.S. jet. You have to see what happens when the U.S. jet responds. Can you save your ass after that point is the question.
Well, real quick, when I was in Scotland on that tender there, dude, the RAF, they used to practice on our ship coming over the mountains, man. It was like 1 minute, nothing's going on, and all of a sudden you see one of the RAF planes just come this freaking close to hitting our ship.
Yeah,
They
well,
were good.
they're good pilots.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Denise? No, no, no. The Chinese, they like to fly up close on our planes. Fortunately for them, U.S. have good pilots, and we don't react. But see, they don't pull that shit with Russian or Indian pilots because Temple will react and shoot them down, or react and run into them. No, U.S. pilots are like whatever. Um, just the other day, an F-22, a Chinese plane came up, and this is just funny. So I know y'all had heard the story about the F-22s messing with the Iranian and I forgot the other pilots because they didn't know they were there. They were flying underneath them. Well, so the other day, this Chinese jet comes up and it's flying right alongside of an F-22, and he's getting closer and he's doing stuff, and you hear this thing. He said, "You should leave now, I believe so." And you see the Chinese pilot just whip his head around because there was an F-22 behind him, and he had no idea it was there. I mean, it was like almost touching his damn flames. I mean, this dude was dead. They wouldn't even have used the missiles. They would have used the Gatling guns. He'd have just been shredded. That proves something to China that they just don't have that kind of technology.
How would they not know that plane would be there? I mean, did they
They
run
can't.
silent
They,
or?
they can't. It was behind it. It's hard to see out the back of a fighter jet. It's and if you're not running, if it's not coming up on your radar, because see that's the thing about, especially about rookies, they rely on their technology too much. So they're looking at that radar, wanting to see what's on that radar, and the F-35 and the F-22 just doesn't show up on the radar. And when it does, it shows up like a little bird. So, and at half the time, you think that's a glitch because it ain't no little bird at 35,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny. It's happened to Chinese now. A couple of times we ran up on Chinese jets. And they didn't know we were there. And then, but the best one was when the freaking Agus cruiser rolled up next to their brand new aircraft carrier, and they didn't even know they were just riding alongside of it like they were part of their fleet. And this was a fleet, guys. It was like 16, 18 ships. They just rolled up in the fleet, rolled up next to the carrier, and was just cruising along. If this would have been, but no, man, they would have been dead. It's just funny, and the Chinese flipped out, of course, but it wasn't as bad. I mean, on two different occasions now, we've popped up submarines around China, and I said, "Hey, look, you want to die? No, okay, don't mess with us," and just went back under and left. Well, Reagan did it, and then Trump did it. Trump did something else too, but well, no, Trump was having dinner with Xi Jinping when all that stuff was going on with Libya. So while they were having dinner, he ordered one of our submarines. I think it was 98 cruise missiles on it to unload the entire payload on this area in Syria. Yeah, 98 cruise missiles.
Wow.
He just unleashed them on somebody. So God knows the disaster that caused. But he proved a point to Xi because she had no idea this was coming. Nobody did. It was just, uh-oh. And everybody was dead. So it was just to prove a point to him. You never know where we are, and you never know when we might decide to kill you. And that's really the point there. And Xi Jinping understands that he understands that he's decades still to catching up with us. And even if he can catch up to where we are today, we're going to probably be further more advanced than that because we're moving along pretty fast now. What's that, Carolyn? You know what? We used to talk about that when we were kids. There may be like the war may become if you've ever watched Transformers or something like that, that might be our next phase of wars, where there's no actual humans involved except at the control centers. Yes, I have come to stomp your little self into the ground. Yes.
You're the best.
It's. Oh no, we got to take a break real quick here. No, not just yet, but we're getting ready to. What is this one? Biden with top secret Russian intelligence missing since End of Trump term, source says. Who's the source? See, I get so tired of the source says. I want to know who the source is because how do I know I can trust the source? Well, the source said. Well, who's the source?
Well, who wrote who wrote that article? What
That's out of Reuters. It doesn't say who wrote it. It just says it's out of Reuters. Um, the source. The source might be the dude's dog. He might have been hallucinating on drugs. We don't know what the freaking source is. I want to know what the source is. I'm tired of hearing. Hello, this is Bob and live with NBC. And I have the source. Okay, I want the source, people. I get tired of the bullshit. I want my little things bullshit, bullshit, bullshit because it's bullshit. 90% of everything you see on the news today is bullshit. Or opinion bullshit, or somebody's opinion giving you more bullshit.
Oh yeah.
No, we still got quite a few stories to go through yet, but we're gonna go take a break in a minute. Oh, I seen that. Who sent me that? The Tesla truck. Elon, close your ears for a minute, man. No, Elon, really close your ears. It's ugly, people. Oh my God, is it ugly? It looks like something a kid built out of aluminum or something. It's ugly. Hopefully, it's got some better features than this, but I might. I'm sorry, but it's ugly. Oh man. Well, how do you make an electric truck? Nobody's ever done one like that before. It doesn't look like any truck I've ever seen. I'm just saying.
Put the picture up, dude.
I don't think I have it on this. Let me see. Maybe I can bring it up on Google real fast. Yeah, because StreamYard's not a big fan of Microsoft. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there it is. What was that, Carolyn? Yeah, mamas don't let your babies grow up to be morons. I agree with that. I agree with that's all I can tell you. Let's see. Here we go, and here we go, and there it is. And there it is.
Oh my God.
Y'all didn't believe me. It's ugly.
Oh my God, it is, dude.
Did it have any
Oh,
other pictures here? Let's see if we can just make it bigger. It's ugly. I mean, look at
that is,
this thing.
dude, that's
Is this
fugly. It's
is this
fugly.
is this like Kit in a truck? Well, people, I don't. I'm looking at this thing going, and who made this? It's ugly. No, it's ugly. Now we're getting ready to get some back in some more news because y'all getting me in trouble. You're keeping me. Oh, it's distracted at night. I'm not supposed to do what I'm supposed to be. No, but I mean, when I looked at that, when I actually seen that earlier today, I was kind of like, "You got to be kidding me, man!" I mean, who thought? And Elon, you could not have thought this was a good idea. I mean, if you did, I need whatever you're smoking, buddy, because Jesus, you need to share that with the rest of the country. I mean, what did you think? Oh, these people are pretty and they're going to come on and this is how it's going to be. No, Elon, somebody lied to you. Somebody at Tesla lied to you, my friend, if you think that was pretty. Or did you design this thing one night when you were smoking some weed with Joe Rogan? I mean, look, I'm not hating. I'm not against you smoking a little dope, but I mean, come on, man. Don't take it to this kind of extreme. I mean, come on, it's just ugly. Marcus, it's ugly, dude. Um, I, what do you mean? Would I would not own this thing, and I bet you it's a small fortune. No, I would bet you it is a small fortune. Oh no, I said I would guarantee it's a small fortune. Oh yes, oh yes, no. But anyway, we're gonna take a break in just a second. No, we're gonna be right back. What do you mean? Who? No, we're gonna do some polls when we get back from the break. When? Yeah, no, we're gonna do some polls when we get back from the break. So, stay tuned, take a listen. We'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes. Relax, enjoy the holidays, people. Jingle effing bells, baby.
Hark at the bells, silver bells all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, as is the song, with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they bound, raising the sound, all in the dale, telling us glory, in excelsis Deo. Glory, oh, common bells, who seem to say, Christmas is here, bringing the cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, as is the song, with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, all in a dance and in a tent. Hey, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Hey, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Glory, in excelsis Deo. Glory, all seem to say Christmas is here, bringing good cheer. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, joy in the dance, telling us, hey, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Hey, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Oh, how the bells all seem to say Christmas is here, bringing good cheer. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, joy in the dance, telling
Hi,
us,
Roseanne. Good to see you, hon.
people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Hey, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. All they said, all we have said, measure to everyone. Hark how the bells all seem to say, ding dong, ding dong. That is their song.
Damn.
There you go, man. See, that's where did I go?
Holy
There I
crap.
am.
I don't know where you went. Roseanne, hi. Welcome, hon. Good to see you.
Hello, welcome to hell with the rest of us. Anyway, no, I like that. That's a good version. It's a short version, but it's a good version. You get to see these little kids banging it out, man. I mean,
Oh,
there's
my
a lot of
God. The
soul going on
voices,
there,
dude.
man.
The
I know, there's a lot of
voices.
soul. What's that, Janine? No, I play a lot of Oh, hey, what's that? I play a lot of Christmas music this time of year. Actually, it went to y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all sure y'all want to know this? I don't want to break anybody's hearts. It's actually inside the U.S. this week, so which is a strange. The first three were actually outside the country. Yeah, one was in Scotland, one was in Germany, and I think one was in Colombia.
What's that, Joe? I didn't.
Lightsabers we've been giving away. Merry Christmas, Roseanne.
Merry Christmas, Roseanne.
No, it was just different lightsabers. So we were giving away Luke Skywalker's lightsaber tonight, and y'all want to know who won it? I'll tell you, they are in Florida. Actually, not far from me. They're in Pensacola, of all places. Yes, I know, Pensacola. Denise Nash, you've won the lightsaber down there in Pensacola. I'm not going to give out any more information than that. Write to me at icar@cox.net, which is where you originally. I know, but anyway, write to me at icar@cox.net, along with and put your information on your contact information, and I will forward it along, and he will send it to you. It usually takes you'll get this one before Christmas, yeah. If I think up until the 20th or the 21st, they'll get in before Christmas. Yeah, so no, happy lightsaber day. Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people get one and then buy another one. Well, you gotta have two to fight, man. Be sure. Well, he's a really good guy. So he's actually sending you both tips. So the original one is glass. I mean, it's glass like if you went, you'd break it. This is a fighter tip made for just whacking. Well, listen,
Does it make the weird noise?
not this one, but all the ones that we're giving away, dude. You'll hear as they clash together. Oh no, they're actually really cool. It's great to give them away.
Yeah, why not, man? Jeez.
No, we've got right now. Oh, he'll get it's a coupon for one free book at, I think it's Barnes and. Let me hold on. I'll tell you exactly. It's one free book at Barnes and Nobles. It's $19.99 or under. Yeah, they donated them, not us. Yes, I know who it is. Now we're gonna get back into the news. It's just there's been a lot of stuff going on. Let's just jump back in here and see where are we at. We are on CNN. Shh, be quiet, everybody. Today is a good day. Election workers react to nearly $150 million verdict. Ooh, I want some of that money, man. Where can I get some of that money? Oh, you're talking about the Juliana case he lost. Yeah, against those two women. He said that about the election stuff in 2020. He lost, yeah. Yeah, you can read it, but he actually lost the case. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the $150 million. He lost. He's going to probably appeal it, mind you, because it was in New York, but he was talking smack about it. It was a defamation case. It was the two women aren't named, but it says he lost a defamation case that two women brought over the statement he made about them after the 2020 election.
Who, Trump?
No, Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Trump isn't losing any of those kind of cases. He's been winning those left and right. He hasn't had any problem with that kind of stuff. He's just having a problem with the federal judges.
Is that the one, that dorky looking dude?
Yeah, Giuliani was the mayor of New York for like 8 years or something.
Hey, well, let me bring this up to you, dude. How about that that mayor in Boston or whatever wanted an all-black Christmas party? No whites were invited.
Ooh, that's gonna be a lawsuit.
Did you read it?
No, I hadn't seen it. I hadn't come
You
across.
have to Google that, dude. I'm telling you, it was crazy. She's from Boston.
Well, that's a big old lawsuit, man. I mean, you get more and more of this stuff now. It's really you're getting no people. Okay, so if you can't have an all white party, you can't have an all black party. We're talking business stuff and where you at work and stuff. No, it doesn't matter who you have at your own home. No, nobody cares. Well, because nobody cares. But when you're talking about work or Christmas parties and stuff like that, and you have a one race Christmas party, you can be in big trouble. It doesn't matter. Affirmative action don't protect blacks against that kind of discrimination. So they get away with a lot more than whites can because of affirmative action. But there are certain things even affirmative action can't save you on. And it looks like they're taking affirmative action away from colleges, yes, because it's just outright racism. It's just outright racism. Because you shouldn't be getting school based on your color. You should be getting school based on your grades.
Yep.
You can't hold one part of the country to one standard and another part of the country to another one. That's absolutely, completely illegal and against our Constitution. I mean, Jesus, what the hell y'all think? Soviet Russia? It's not how our country runs, and it has to stop, or it's just another form of racism or another form of discrimination. And eventually the people that are being discriminated are going to get pissed. And for some reason, I noticed affirmative action doesn't seem to work as well for Hispanics and Asians as it does for blacks. That in itself is kind of racist. Oh, I know why. All you have to do is go to any big city and you'll find out why. Because like if you go to New Orleans and you go downtown to the city and you go to any of those departments, you won't find any white people working there, not one. You won't find one. And at City Hall, you'll be lucky if you can find more than 4 or 5. Yeah, out of the 1,000 employees they got there. Yeah, it's pretty racist. It's pretty racist. Yeah. If we put up with it, it'll just keep going that way. Well, you can say that, Gene, because you want to hire your own. I can understand you saying that, but that's racism. Because there is no your own, man. Which you're hiring your friends and family and not taking real applications for qualified employees. That's discrimination, my friend. You can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on, but it's going to have to stop. It can't keep going like this. Because eventually it's going to be another form of racism, and then you're going to have another group that you're going to have to deal with. And then what happens when whites become a minority? Because in less than a decade, maybe 2, we'll drop below 50%, 49% of the population. That makes us a minority officially. So what? We get the same rights? Oh, well, that's going to be some shit, isn't it? Affirmative action was a bad idea from the get-go. It was never written the way it should have been written, and now it's causing harm to lots of other people. Well, it's got to be revisited and dealt with. No, everybody's rights should be protected, but they should be protected in the country, and people should learn to be protected. This is not my grandfather's America. It's not even my America from when I was a kid. This is a much different country.
Thank you, Joe, for saying that. It's so true. So true.
So when I hear people running around, oh, I'm being race discriminated against. No, I noticed, but you do a lot of discrimination yourself. And in Louisiana, you can't even say that because the state is 44% black. The city of New Orleans is 60% black. Yes. So if anybody's being discriminated against, it's everybody else but the blacks. But yeah, if you hear them listen on TV, oh no, that's just bullshit. Sometimes you have to call bullshit bullshit. Yeah, I love that kid. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Sometimes you have to call bullshit, people. I don't really give a shit what color you are. I never have. It's never been a thing for me. You can be fucking purple as far as I'm concerned.
Same here, brother. Same here. You know,
I just get tired of it.
Carrier, Joe, right? You had your blacks, you had your Asians, you had your Mexicans, you had your Jewish, you had your Muslims, all on the ship, and we all got along.
Yeah, because we all had to have each other's ass, and we get back to the country, and everybody just wants to be an ass. No, because I don't care what color you are. It just doesn't matter. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what sex you are. You know, this has always been a rule of mine since I was been a child. You're either an asshole or you're not. If y'all like, I could play that song for y'all, Highway, whatever it is. And no, really, you're either an ass or you're not. I have never judged people by skin color, only by their actions.
Exactly, same here.
And that's the way I'll go to because I have too many friends of too many diverse colors, and no, I would lose out on so much if I was like that. Just this station alone represents, I think, 5 or 6 nationalities. Really, I would miss out on a lot of things if I was like that. I like being the way I am. I get to meet a lot of people. I get to talk to a lot of diverse cultures. I have a lot of fun in general. What do you mean, getting discriminated against? I don't I don't really worry about it myself because I'm an ass. So I'll say something about it. No, I will.
You admitted it. Oh my God.
I'll say something about it. I won't even, I'll be like, no. So who do you think is the most discriminated group in this country? I know who it is, but I want to know, you, the audience. I want to know what you think. Who do you think is the most discriminated group in this country? I'm just curious. I know who it is. Now, what's funny about this to me is 90% of the time when I ask this question, it either comes up black or Asian, one of the two. But neither one of them two are the most discriminated race. The most discriminated group in this country is Native Americans.
Ooh.
They are still treated like slaves. They're still treated like shit. They're still treated like what the blacks used to bitch about 100 years ago. That's how Native Americans are still treated today in 2023. When's that going to stop?
Hey, Roseanne has a question for you, brother.
Go ahead, Roseanne. Welcome to News on the Flip Side.
Isn't it equal rights for all?
It's supposed to be equal rights for all. But in today's society, it's not. It's different. What are you talking about, Chrissy? Well, because you're female, you should understand that. So when you get into, it's like a newfound power. It's like let me describe this to you. It's like the first time you find an ice cream you really like. You just like eating it up, bringing it in, bringing more, telling all your friends about it, eating more of it. Yes, what I mean by that is it's hard for people when they first get power back. So women were held down in this country for a long time. Not because of me, because I think women should be in power. By the way, I think I shouldn't even say this. I'm gonna say it anyway. I think women in power are just damn sexy. But anyway, I can't help it. I just do. I'm not even gonna lie about it. So y'all not getting no problem against me. But no, I know it's not the best reason. Well, I like intelligent women. I can't help myself. It's a bad thing for me. I just do. It's a thing. Anyway, stop distracting me. Made me forget what the hell I was gonna say. Yes, yelling is sexy, intelligent women like self going, Zeke Highland, Mr. Joe. No, calm down, girl. Just back up there. Just back that little cookie ass up and don't be messing with me. But no, I mean, in this country, really and truly, Native Americans get treated the worst by far. And we're sitting out here thinking we're fighting, which I love the news. We're fighting about blacks and whites, which really are not racist. So y'all understand this. And I know some black people, some white people are going to call me and say, "Oh no, you're an asshole, Joe. You're wrong." This is not a race war anymore. This is a class war. And every time you can go fight in a race war, you're losing because that's the media telling you it is, and they're nailing your ass. They're like, "Oh, look at this dumbass. He don't realize it's a class war anymore." So you go out and fight a war that's really non-existent in this country anymore, and you can't understand why you're not winning because you can't win. There's not a war there. The war is between the haves and the haves not. It doesn't matter what color you are in the United States anymore. Only thing that freaking matters is what you have and what you don't have. That's it. And if you have not realized that, you are just still living in the freaking past. All I can tell you is get somebody to kick you in the ass and wake your ass up and start living in the future. No, I've been getting rowdier lately because I've been in a mood. That's why, and I'm trying to be nice because Sean's here.
Oh, bullshit! Come on.
You
Bullshit,
know,
bullshit,
I don't want to hurt Sean. He's a young guy. You know, I might get
Young
him
my
too.
ass. I'm older than you. Damn it.
I want for like a week. That shit don't count, man. What's that, Carolyn? No, oh no, I'm 52. Who told you that? What? Somebody been lying to you, girl. I'm 52.
Yeah.
And next year, I will be 51. Yeah, see, I got in this thing called the TARDIS and it flipped me around, so now I'm aging backwards. I'm just happy that I am. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, and you're right, Roseanne. Natives have the right to be pissed, and they should be pissed. And what gets me, it's like the Commanders thing, the Washington Commanders. Oh, let's change the name of the Redskins to the Commanders. Okay, first off, most people don't even know why it was named the Redskins or what was involved in that, and that there was actually a meaning to that in the beginning. So no one even took the time to find out what that was about. So we get one kind of half-ass lesbian engine, wasn't even full blood, gets a little movement going, a little movement. Let's change. Okay, so stupid Redskins should have went out and did this first. Well, they decided to go poll a few American Indian nations and see what they thought about the Redskin things. 90% said, "Why did you change the name? What are you, stupid?" It was an honor to us. It wasn't. We weren't insulted or offended. It had to do with some chief that I forgot what it was about, but that's how the name came around, and they were pissed, and they still are pissed. Actually, they're trying to get it changed back. There's actually a lawsuit to get it changed back. Come on, the Washington Commanders. Oh, hi, I play for the Washington Commanders. I'm never going to win a Super Bowl because I play for the Commanders. I don't know what to tell you people. What do you mean? That's not my gay voice. No, that's my fairy voice, man. Get out of here. What do you mean, Denise? What's the difference? There's a difference. I'm just telling you, there's a difference. Figure it out.
What's the Cleveland baseball team called? Cleveland.
I think they're still the Cleveland Indians.
No, they're not.
What? They changed it? When did they change it?
They changed that name too.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll check that out.
Oh, yeah. I know what they are. The Cleveland Lesbians. I forgot. Okay. You know what, Denise? I can defend anybody I freaking damn well. I'm going to tell you this. I've been doing radio for 25 years. You ever heard what Elon said about F everybody? I've been saying this long before he did. On many, many, many shows across many, many, many moons, I have said, if you don't like what I'm saying, click the fucking button and leave. How's that? Yes. Because you know what? I'm not here to appease you. I'm here to tell you what the hell I think. And Sean's here to tell you what the hell he thinks. Sean said he'd just kick you in the balls soon and talk to you anyway. He said he's had it with you earthlings, man. There's enough of this crap.
Yes, I have.
Anyway, I'm sorry, we'll get this. We'll get to some real news. We might do another CNN article here in a minute. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. Elon Musk is funding a new school planning to open in Austin, Texas. Okay. So Elon funds everything he can. He's looking good, man. Look at that, man. For 52, he's looking good. Elon Musk planning to launch a new primary, secondary school, ultimately a University of Austin, Texas, with the help of nearly $100 million. Elon, just make a donation to the station. I will love you forever, man. Come on, I love you a long time.
Why don't you just write him an email, Joe? And
I have written so many emails. I can't get past his bodyguard or whatever her name is. She's actually written back to me on several occasions, but she's like, oh, well, we might be able to do 15 minutes sometime in the future. Just keep in touch and we'll see how it works. Well, yeah, you know what I'm going to tell her? I can't say that on TV, but, well, actually I could, but I ain't going to. Effing no good.
That's his publicist.
No, that's his handler.
Oh, really?
The blonde bitch. Yeah, she's anything he wants or needs, or she does it. She's like her. She's like, what's his name from the Gambino family? The guy who used to come on the network, Johnny Elite. That's what she's like.
Oh,
yeah, she is the power of the whirlwind. Is what she is. Man sentenced to life in prison for 2022 murder of a Florida LGBTQ advocate. Wait. It wasn't an LGBTQ, it was an advocate. What kind of moron are you? You deserve the life in prison. What do you mean it would have been happy if they're gay? No, I have gay friends and family, dude. What are you talking about? I don't want no gay people getting killed. I got friends and family that are gay.
Hey, Joe, my son is gay.
Yes, and well, people, today, in the old days, that would have been a thing, buddy. But today, woman accuses Boston fertility doctor of secretly inseminating her with his own sperm.
Uh-huh.
It's not the first time we've heard this. I mean, some other doctor had done it like 42 times or something. And I mean, really, that's just insane. I guess if you want immortality, that's the way to go. But I don't think that that's what you want to do. I really don't.
No,
I know that doctor that caught, I think he was from Florida. It was like 42 women he inseminated, and some of them had twins and stuff. I would have to go shoot him if it was my kid. I would be like, you know what? I got to. No, I would. What is that? No, hell no. I'd just go shoot him and had me done with it. Yes, I'm violent. I'm a coon ass. You ever heard coon ass? Coons are already mean, and I'm an ass. I'm a coon and an ass at the same time. Mm-hmm. Yes,
You're
Mark.
violent, Joe. You are so violent.
I am violent. Matthew Perry died of acute effects to his ketamine autopsy finds. Sorry.
He had all kinds. He had that drug inside him.
Ketamine, guys. That's what is that? Like a horse tranquilizer or something? I forgot what the hell that stuff was.
Yes,
yes. Oh, I'm not probably pronouncing it completely correct, but it's close enough that y'all should know what it is. I like the guy. That's the sad part. I thought he's kind of funny. Not brilliant funny. He wasn't like no George Carlin or anything like that. When George went to leave his house and his wife unscrewed his you-know-what and kept it. That shit was hilarious. Miley Blinken announces she's been let go as Jeopardy's host. Oh, you got fired because Blossom, you're a freak.
Who is it, Joe?
So she's how you say her name? Mayim Blinken. She was Blossom as a kid. She was actually played on Big Bang Theory, and she was the other host on Jeopardy for like the special event stuff. Well, they just canned her ass.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because she's weird. And they kept a guy that was in controversy for saying stuff. Yes, people, you know why? Because we're pushing through. No, we're pushing through political correctness because political correctness is bullshit. I've said this for God, 20 years. You have what's correct and what's politically correct. And what's politically correct is never what's correct, ever. So when somebody tells you something's politically correct, right there, you know it's not correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's some kind of load of bullshit. I don't know. Harvard's been getting into a lot of stuff lately. They've been open mouthed about a lot of things and in trouble for other things. I don't know. They've just had issues. We'll just leave it at that. Kevin McCarthy. I never liked Kevin McCarthy. No, something about the guy I never was a never big fan of. Well, if he quits, then he's just a big wuss. You know, you can't quit on your party because you weren't the guy you thought you were the guy, but you weren't the guy. Sometimes you just have to admit, you know what, I wasn't the guy, and this guy might be the guy. Well, they need I'm sorry, but they need real leadership, and we just haven't really been seeing that on the Republican side at all. We just haven't been. Senate Democrats at odds with terrible mistaken Schumer over border security negotiation. Damn, I am tongue tied as hell tonight. Negotiations. Sorry, people. Yeah, he made up some big bullshit story about something, and then somebody fact checked him and found that he was, usual Chuck Schumer bullshit. So with Chuck Schumer, every time he opens his mouth, it should say bullshit, 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 and then he should be allowed to talk.
You gotta explain that when you say bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
Okay, people. There's a little kid on TikTok, and they use him. And anytime somebody's doing something really stupid or making some really bullshit thing out, they use it. It's a little clip that says bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. He's much funnier when he says it than when I say it. But, yeah, you just go check it out for you. What is this? White House takes action to force government employees to travel in electric vehicles. Look, you just got in trouble over vaccinations. The court said you can't force people to take vaccinations. Do you really think they're going to make you use the car? I mean, really, are you going to pay for these electric cars, Mr. Biden? Because if you're not, you can bite me. Oh, he's a Nazi. I mean, every time I turn around, he's going to make you do stuff. He thinks you're your daddy. He really thinks he's the country's grandpa. And what he says is right, and the rest of you are a bunch of stupid ass morons. It's not me, it's him. Actions, judging by his actions. Let's see. Watchdog says documents show FBI targeting Catholics more widespread than believed. FBI just stays in trouble. When are we just going to get somebody who just goes in and cleans house in the FBI? I've been wondering about that for a few years. It's coming. They can't keep getting in trouble like this, and eventually it's going to cause trouble for some president. Why Hunter Biden stood in the Senate swamp as he defied the House subpoena. Biden, you're a moron. You're going to jail. Daddy's getting kicked out of office in just a few months, and you're going to jail because Daddy ain't going to be able to save you. That's what you're scared of. You shouldn't have drugged this on for 5 years. And then when you tried that bullshit, I'm getting amnesty from everything, the court said, no, you're not. What the hell is this bullshit? That shit was funny when the court did that. It really was, because they were like, wait, you're doing what? No. Where'd you get this from? We're not going for this, my friend. It's just not going to happen. Hunter Biden claims Republicans weaponized my dad's love for me.
Oh, my God. Oh.
He weaponized your dad's money for you. Yeah, that's right. Well, love. There ain't no love in that family. That's like a Satanist family. Let's see. What was that, Denise? Oh, no, what's up? Hey, Rocco, I ain't seen you in forever. Where you been hiding out, man? Some progressive Democrats are at odds with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's ongoing negotiations amid border. Hey, what the hell? Sorry, some things I'm playing about here, guys. Talking about Homeland Security. Let's see. I just want to get the meat and potatoes of this. He's Every time Chuck talks, he's a mistaken. He just can't say the truth. He just makes up shit. That is the Democratic Party now, guys. That's why I don't want to be associated with anyone. And y'all just make shit up. You just stand on stage and make shit up, and when you get busted for it, oh, I was mistaken. Yeah, I was mistaken. And the next day, oh, you make some more shit up. Well, he's the one that's first off, he's the one that said that they're going to put all these troops down there, and so something else with the negotiations he was completely wrong about. I don't understand how he stays in office. People, whoever votes for this guy, you're stupid. What is he from California somewhere?
Schumer. He's no, he's East Coast, dude. He's East Coast.
Well, whoever's voting for y'all, whoever votes for this guy is a complete moron. He sat there. We watched him on CNN how many times? Oh, we got the evidence on Trump. We've got it now. He's going to jail. He's going to prison. No doubt. We've got him. Yes, no problem, people. We've got it. Yeah, we got the evidence. Love. See, it just came in. You heard this for 3 years. And of course, there was no evidence because the whole thing was a hoax. But still, he didn't get any trouble for it. Why not? First off, that's defamation of character. I'm just tired of the bullshit. And that's all it seems to be anymore when you listen to Congress is bullshit, 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 bullshit. I'm too old for bullshit, people. I need facts. Well, actually, Congress is just saying he just, whatever this was, because I can't find what he actually said. They're just saying whatever it was an outright lie. Yeah, Democrats are saying that. Yeah, not the Republicans. The Republicans ain't even said anything about it. Yeah, dumb people. The man's a fruitcake. I probably have fruitcakes that are smarter than he is. No, I'm serious. I probably do. I know my Chihuahua Lola is for sure smarter than he is. I mean, come on, man. The guy does drugs or something. I think him and Biden get up in the White House and smoke crack. Well, his son used to, so his son might be giving it to him. Said, hey, Dad, this is some good medicine for you, make you feel bad, get you more alert. Dad be like, yeah, man, give me some more of that, Hunter. Yeah, dude, where'd you get this medicine from again? Oh, don't worry about it, man. DeSantis pledges to support for devil statue. What the hell is this? DeSantis, who writes this shit? DeSantis pledges support for devil statue. Deceptor says government should not recognize Satanism as a religion. What?
No, that's not what we're all about. Freedom of religion. I'm not a Satanist, but they had, if they choose to have their own religion, dude, then let them.
Besides, Satanism is usually just reversed Catholic shit anyway. Not always, but a lot of it. What do you mean?
Oh, you heard about that? Well, where was it? Where they had a statue of Satan, and some dude came up and chopped off the head.
No, I don't doubt that. No, I didn't see it. I don't doubt. Claire, if you want to be a Satanist, that's your business. No, I'm not a Satanist. If that's what you want to be one.
Go ahead.
I mean, go ahead. Hey, look, as the Pope said about gays, it's not his job to judge them because they're going to have to answer to God when they get in front of pearly gates. Same thing for Satanists. Yeah. Well, you might not even get in front of pearly gates. You might get in front of black gays. Either way, you're getting what you want. Pro-Palestinian White House interns fear witch hunt after signing their ripping Biden Israel plans.
Huh?
Who writes this shit? That's what I'm saying. I've been some of these when I'm reading, I'm thinking it's my reading. I said, I can read pretty decent. I'm thinking, what? Let's see. Biden admin defensive. Oh wait, that's moved. Sorry guys, hold on. Biden admin's defensive posture towards Iran-backed rebels make no sense, says General Kane. Okay, General Kane. Go blow their asses up and leave us alone. We don't care. Biden scrambles to win over swing state black voters as support from traditional blue bloc flatters falls.
Yeah, right.
Gunmen killed 11 victims, including police officers, and injured others during an attack on Iranian police station. Damn. Y'all getting crazy over there in Iran.
I'm surprised it's not a sand of sea or a sea of sand yet.
Yeah. Actually, Bruce, Armageddon starts in the Middle East.
Huh?
What is it? Blood as tall as a horse's bridle. Revelations, actually, sorry. It's
Okay.
Armageddon. Let's see. Stephen Hinks judge linked to Trump's case with ethics complaint. Uh-oh. So the judge linked to his case is now getting ethics complaints from several different places. She'll probably get canned, so he'll get a new judge. Well, this shit's all crazy. And now, what is it? The DC, one of the sets of charges, the Supreme Court's weighing in on to see if they can even go on. So the judge suspended the case until pending what the Supreme Court says. So they're going to probably toss those. I mean,
they got their 15 minutes of fame.
Well, I don't know why the Supreme Court weighed in on it. They must have been a reason why we see all this stuff has to happen fast because Trump's running for presidency. So yes, all this stuff is moving really fast. I don't know. Senator Ted Cruz calls VP Kamala Harris for Palestinian sympathy push undermining Israel. Oh, well. I don't know. Cruz, I don't know if that's actually undermining Israel, but we'll let you slide on that. Jesse Waters. Jill Biden plagiarized the Nutcracker scene, but with a twist. What, Jesse? It's just stupid. We're skipping that one, too. Let's see. New York Times publisher fires back at ex-editor who says the paper has lost its way. It has a false narrative now. Ooh, there, he just called you out, buddy. He called you a faker. Whatever the hell that is. California Secretary of State announces McCartney. Where the hell that go? McCartney protest cannot run for his seat. What?
Some guy with McCarthy leaving, some dude is not eligible to take his place.
And I don't know why McCartney's leaving, just because he got his ass handed to him by the House. I mean, that's being such a shitty thing to do to your party. I mean,
unless you don't want to end up like another Santos.
No, he just. Well, he didn't. He didn't do anything wrong. He just got embarrassed because he was the Speaker of the House, and then he lost Speaker of the House. I mean, he's embarrassed, and I can understand being embarrassed, but I mean, come on, you got to be there for your party and your people. You can't just throw yourself in the wind because you weren't the guy. Arizona governor sending the state National Guard to the border. Uh-oh. That sounds hairy, scary.
Too late now, huh?
No, they're going to send them down there. And, well, Texas seems to be handling this easier than other states. What is this? Warning about mine. No, we don't care about that stuff. We don't care about that. Ooh, sexy, powerful woman. Hey, baby, how you doing? Royal documentary takes a look at King Charles' first years as monarch. Ooh, King Charles, how you doing? Has he done anything? Have y'all heard anything about him? I didn't even know it's been
nothing at all.
Loose bull.
Harry.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard much. Yeah, I've heard about Harry a lot, but and his crazy ass wife. Loose bull seen running a New Jersey track is saved from slaughterhouse.
Dude, I saw that video. It's funnier than hell. It's funnier than hell. I saw it. It's on YouTube.
I'll have to take a look at it. He looks like he'd be good eating to me, but what's that?
That's a small.
I eat everything. I'm from Louisiana. We eat everything. Oh yes, everything. We eat alligator. We ate snakes. We ate crickets and ants. Oh yeah, man, we eat everything.
Alligator, does it taste like chicken?
No, alligator doesn't taste like anything. To be honest, the tail meat doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like whatever you cook it with is what it tastes like.
Okay.
It's like certain types of crab. If those crabs that don't have a real heavy seafood flavor, they always taste like whatever you're cooking them with. That's pretty much what alligator. 'Cause the first time I ever ate alligator, I ate on a pizza. It was alligator boudin pizza. It was really good too. I was like, wow, this shit is really good. And then after that, I tried a few other ways, different ways, and it was pretty good. Yes, I've eaten snails 2 different ways, but I gotta be honest with you. I prefer to eat them cooked in a dish. I don't like janking them out of their shells. Well, one, because when you jink them out of the shells, they don't taste the same. So Chef Drew Track, he used to cook them in this little 8 dish. That's how I got hooked on these things in this butter and garlic sauce. Well, one afternoon they were cooking up lunch for everybody, and they just would cook whatever, a bunch of stuff for us. So I'm sitting over there popping these things like they're candy. I ate like 2 bowls of these things, 16 of them. And Chef Johan comes by. He said, "You know what you're eating, right?" I'm like, "I don't know. Whatever it is, it's freaking fabulous." And he looked up at me. He said, "You want me to tell you?" I said, "I don't know. Is this one of these things I don't want to know?" He's like, "You probably don't." He says, "Like snails." I was like, "No, you're lying." And I wanted to gross out hardcore, but then it was so good, man. It was like, give me some more.
What do they call that? Escargot?
It is escargot, yes. But escargot, I really consider to be the ones you got to pull out the shells. Well, you can take them and dip them people, but you can do a lot of stuff with them. I really, it's like calamari. The first time I ate calamari, I was like, "Who wants to eat this rubber band shit?" Because it wasn't cooked right. It was like chewing on a rubber band.
Yep.
It had no flavor, and it was like a rubber band. It's just what it was. But
Octopus is good.
yeah. Well, you got calamari can be squid or octopus. So it depends where you are.
How about the ones that are live in the Japanese restaurant, man? And they're alive and they get stuck to your tongue and shit with their suckers. I've seen that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they look. What do you mean raw food? Okay, I have eaten some raw tuna, some raw salmon. I'm not a big fan of it. It's not horrible. I've eaten steak tartare a couple of times, which is just raw steak. It's none of it's bad. It's just I don't know.
For that steak tartare up here in Pittsburgh, they call it kibbe. Kibbe. Kibbie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all it is a couple of little slices, usually with some like veggies on it or something, or some type of little spicy dribble or some shit on it. It's it's not bad. I'm not hating on it. I mean, it's just what it is. No, when I'm at the gala, I've eaten quite a few of them, but I mean, it's just like I said, it's just what it is. I like my food cooked. Yes, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'll eat some raw food, but I like my food cooked. Anyway, getting back to the news. Well, y'all the ones that keep dragging us off on these weird things about fish and food and stuff. Incredible dolphin spotted with thumbs. What?
With thumbs?
With thumbs. Well, they said the dolphin probably looked a lot like us way back 200 million years ago. No, Chris. Dolphins are a good bit older than humans, around 250 million years. They had a version of the dolphin. It's they're different. Think of it this way. So people say, "Oh, well, man's the smartest. We inhabit the planet," but we only inhabit 1/3 of the planet, not even 1/3 of the planet, because there's a lot of places we can't inhabit. So we're about 20% of the planet we inhabit. Dolphins inhabit 75% of the world. They live in rivers. They live in lakes. They live in oceans. Their brain is 1.5 times the size of us. They have 2 additional senses than we do, but yet we think we're the smarter one. I don't know, people.
No, they are.
I don't know. What do you mean? Have I ever seen a what? Oh yeah, okay. You're talking about when a jet goes supersonic. I've seen it a couple times. So on the Nimitz, the F-18s would come blowing by, and right as they come on the side of the ship, they break the sound barrier. And as they did, it makes like a bubble around. It's badass looking up close. It's badass looking. Yeah, oh, yes, it is. Well, we're wearing headgear on the deck, so it's not going to blow your ears out. No, you have to wear headgear on the deck because all the noise will blow your ears out.
Yep. Yep.
It's too loud on the deck. It's just normal, It's just too much. It's nonstop. There's always something going on. There's always something coming or going, landing, taking off. And if we're doing touch and goes or stuff like that, or if we're launching all day for patrols or maneuvers, it's just how it is. No, I mean, that's just part of being in the Navy. Carry duty was dangerous.
Yeah.
Out of all the duties you can get, with the exception of maybe sub duty, that's probably the most dangerous duty in the fleet, except for maybe sub duty. Dude, you don't understand first off, when you're on board a carrier, half the time you're either sleeping on enough weapons to level a small country or enough fuel to burn a small country.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about fuel for the carrier because it's nuclear powered. Yeah, so if it blows up, you get irradiated. I'm talking about the fuel for the jets.
You know that fuel is so light, Joe. Honest to God. I mean, you can throw. You know how fuel is like heavy. You know what I mean? Not jet fuel. That is so light.
No, the JP fuels, especially like the 4s and 5s, they have a really, 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 really high flash point, and they're very, very airy feeling. Well, they have to be light, guys, because we're putting them in jets. We're trying to keep the distance on the carrier. I mean, keep the weight on the carrier down because we got to carry other stuff, and we keep the weight on the jets down. The JP fuels, well, they got other JPs now, different numbers now. Different mixes for these higher octane jets we have now. What are you talking about? Dude, who told you that bullshit? The F-35 does not run on a small nuclear reactor. Huh? No, I don't even think we can build them that small. Not for a jet, no. Good. Good try, though. No, it still runs on jet fuel. Really high octane jet fuel, but jet fuel. I've been talking about. I've worked on a lot of jets, man. Well, the F-22 wasn't there when I left. Neither was the F-35. The last one I worked on high end was the F-18s. Yes, we had just got the River Rattle squadron, local squadron out of Louisiana when I was still in the carrier. Mm-hmm. All the flight crews, not all the flight crews, but anybody who works mechanical, electrical, or ordnance on any jets get taken up on a regular basis. Because pilots want you to remember that you're taking care of them. Their life is in your hands. In the end, the jet's only as good as its ground crew. And if you ain't got a good one, you can find your ass falling in the ocean somewhere, or a missile misfiring, or not firing because the pins weren't put in correctly or taken out correctly. Well, you guys, when a jet comes in, first thing that happens is we test it for hot brakes, and then we start pinning it. And what I mean by pinning it is we put pins in the ejection seat, pins in all the weapons on it, pins in the guns, so nothing can accidentally be discharged or fired. There's even pins that go into the little tips of the warhead so they can't blow up. And then we roll it into the hangar after the pilot's taken out. The pilot's only in charge of them damn jets when they're flying it. Any other time, them jets belong to us. Oh, yeah. They're not belonging to the pilot. We actually spend more time with them jets than them pilots do. Mm-hmm. Well, because we want to be proud of them. I mean, it's a great thing to do. Well, I was a plane captain, but I was also advanced avionics, advanced electronics. Plane captain's just somebody who works the deck. I was in charge of the deck for a couple hours each day. Well, there would usually be 4 or 5 plane captains a day, and we would rotate usually every other day so we don't burn out. Well, because it's a dangerous job. Now, if we're busy in training, it's every day.
Dude, I had the best job on the carrier. I was a cook.
Oh, that's a good job to have there.
Damn straight.
Everybody wants to be your friend, buddy.
Yes, they do. I was the night baker. I was the night baker, and our pilots got up at 4:30 in the morning, and they had to go to their squad room I'd always have fresh pastries waiting for them, fresh donuts, man. Then they
Yeah,
would come off. Then they would come off of night ops, and I'd have fresh homemade bread with butter for them. Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. They like that kind of stuff too. Well, when you're when you put your ass on the line, it's nice to be. Yeah. Oh man, every base I was stationed on, I made friends at least with one of the cooks. Oh
You
yeah.
have to. You got to.
Yeah. Well, because like when I was in Tennessee, there was lots of ways to eat in Tennessee on the base that the military had, and then there was other ways to eat. All the commissaries had little restaurants in them, and there's little pizza joints and little places where you could drink beer and play videos and just relax. And then of course there were the regular mess and the officers mess and all that wonderful stuff. But one of my favorite things is they would make sandwiches for lunch. I mean, you could go in and get a lunch in the cafeteria, or you could just get a sandwich. They put them, they just brown bagged them is what they were. It was like a sandwich, a snack, and something else, and grab a drink and go. Shit. There was sometimes I wanted to kiss them guys because you're busy, you're in between classes or something's going on. You don't have time to go sit down for lunch. You know what, guys? Oh no, all the stuff from the Navy's free. But like if you wanted to go in the pizza restaurant, just on the base in Tennessee, there was at least 7, 8 restaurants on the base, not including the cafeteria. Yeah, they had a great pizza joint on there. We used to go eat pizza and beer and play. I forgot what the hell it's called. It's the
Donkey
one.
Kong.
No, it's the one where that little UFO goes and drops things down. I can't remember what it's called, but we used to play that.
Is it Atari?
It's an Atari like game, but I can't remember what they call it. No, Frank, we used to. That's Navy. What do you mean? Did I ever get in a fight? Oh, I can't. That's classified.
No, it ain't.
I got in fights a couple times.
I did.
When you're in the military, it's just one. Okay, real quick. I'm in Millington, Tennessee. We were hanging out in this club. I'm not going to tell you what kind of club it was, but we were hanging out in this club, and we were just drinking. And by the way, they didn't serve liquor there. You had to go to the liquor store and buy liquor, and they serve Coke by the pitcher, and you'd have to go buy the liquor next door and bring it into the place with you. Very weird, very strange, but okay, that was weird. So anyway, we're all in there getting drunk, and it's like a bunch of people, and they're almost all military because it's military bases right up the street. It always starts the same way. Some Navy squid or some fucking Marine would bump into each other.
Yep.
It'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I still remember this guy looked up to me. He said, "We're so much better than you." I said, "Then why does it say U.S. Navy on your check?"
Get some return, brother.
Oh, it doesn't, man. That was it, man. Oh man. Oh no, guys. I love you, Marines, but still, every time you tell y'all that, y'all just lose your minds.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
You
worst
got
part
them
ever.
anchors. You got them anchors.
The only time we ever got our asses kind of whipped up on us, we were outside smoking some weed. Shh, y'all didn't hear me say that. And these 3 bikers rolled up on us and started telling us some shit. There was 5 of us and 3 of them. We fresh out of boot camp, remember? These old boys. One of the guys had a cast on. Jesus Christ. It was like getting in a fight with a freaking hog or something. These boys.
They kicked your ass.
First, when they hit you, you knew you'd been hit. I mean, you knew you'd been hit hard. And when you'd hit them, they'd kind of giggle sometimes. You're like, what the hell's going on? It's like some kind of creature feature thing. We called it a draw. And the only reason we called it a draw is me and the guy hit each other. We kind of fell back and then headbutted each other by accident because we just kind of collided and slid down the fence. And I said, just hold on. I reached in my pocket. I said, I got to smoke something. He said, you got to join. Oh, man, come on. So we're sitting there while the rest of our fighting. And then finally they realized what we're doing. Everybody comes and said, actually, we turned out to be good friends. I still know the guy today. He's a regular in one of the chats. It was hilariously funny. It was just the way it happened. It was no, Donnie, we were not supposed to be smoking weed, dumbass.
Why would no?
Do you know how much trouble we'd have got in if we got caught? Oh my God, man. You could have been thrown out for that. Oh yes.
You know what we did in Scotland? We did hashish.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Yeah.
Well, because when you're in the service, you get all kind of shit offered to you. Well, no, the worst thing, I don't know if it's the worst thing, but we were coming home. We'd been drinking. It was like 4 a.m. It was 3 of us walking back, stumbling ass drunk. And I'm watching these 5 guys ahead of us, The guy just picks up the dog and whips it over the bridge. Oh, I lost my effing mind. I mean, I literally lost my effing mind. He threw this dog off of like a 5-star. He killed the dog. And I got up there, and my two friends are trying to grab me because it's 5. I said, I'm going to hurt somebody. I said, this is just getting bullshit. Somebody getting hurt. And I got up there, the guy's talking, and by law, I have to tell him that I was in special forces. So I said, look, I don't know which one of you, I can't even use the language I was using. So I said, I'm going to give you a chance to turn yourself in right now, or I'm going to whip all 5 of your asses all the way back to the base. I said, your choice. And I was wearing my pea coat because it was cold outside. And if y'all know what a pea coat is, you have to look at it. It's just a big, long black coat. So this guy draws back. As he does, out come the truck. I knocked 3 of them out within the first pass. All 3 of them were on the ground. And my friend's like, what the hell? And I ran. The other guy was running. As he ran, I thought I was like Buffalo Bill. I whooped him out. He tangled his legs. And he hit the ground, broke his nose, blood went everywhere. It was bam! I told him, to my friends, I said, y'all better go catch him. I said, bring him back here. So he was all thought we were going to hurt him. We never, and I still remember the cops came first. Cops said, how'd you do this? I said, oh man, they're just little pussy Marines, don't worry about it. And he looked at me like, and I didn't have to tell him what I was. And he was going on. So they arrested all of us, by the way. Drug us into jail. I just bailed myself out, and I said, I'm going back to the base. I get back to the base. My commander's waiting for me. Joe, what happened? He said, I heard you went to hurting people. I said, that's not exactly what happened. And then when I told him that the guy threw the dog over him, he flipped. He flipped out. He said, well,
How can somebody be so mean?
I don't know. It was, it was like a 40-pound dog. He just tossed him over the bridge, and they were drunk, stupid. But when the commander found out, he flipped out. I was no longer in any more trouble. He said, don't even worry about it. I'll get all this cleared out for you. And he flipped out. All I heard was all 3 of the 5 got kicked out with dishonorable discharges, and the other 2 were on probation. If they got any trouble, they were out. And the one guy came and apologized to me. He caught me in one of my classes and apologized. I said, dude, I can't believe. He said, I don't know. He said he just grabbed him before any of us could react. The dog was over the bridge. Even we were kind of shocked. I was like, well, he said, then you come flying up there. And he said, man, you was fast. He said, son of a bitch, man. He said, I was going to say something. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground. I was like, yeah, it's kind of mean. And it's like, but I mean, come on. It was, people don't realize that, but it's reactionary training. It's not, somebody asked me one time, well, because I was in my kitchen one day, and my son's friend was over, and he's about 6'2", and he was playing around. So he ran up behind me and grabbed his arms around me. But before I realized it, I slid him out, spun him around, and had him by his neck, lifted up against my cabinets. And I was like, oh shit. And I just let him go. I said, dude, I'm sorry, Jason. I was just a reaction. But they don't realize how much of that training is just sheer reactionary stuff. It's pounded in your head. No, Billy, it doesn't even matter. Just regular boot camp is enough for most people to give them an advantage in life in a fight. Well, you get some hand-to-hand in. It depends, but you get some hand-to-hand in boot camp. You don't get a lot, but you get some. The Navy gets far less than anybody else does because they don't feel like we need it. Yeah, they just give us an M14 or an M16, say kill somebody. They figure we don't need no training. No, Navy was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
I would have probably stayed in. I was in love. That's why I got out.
Oh, really? I was fat. I was going in when they had the Fat Boy program. And my
you would have been in my group then. So when I was in boot camp, I got put in charge of the Fat Brigade. And I was chunky coming in, but I had lost it really fast. And within 3 weeks, I had lost 30 pounds. And I'd been jogging a lot. And my commander, I started jogging on my own in the evenings to catch up, And so one day I just took off as I was jogging. The company did 2.5 miles, which is 2 and 3/4 miles, which is our qualification run. It wasn't that particular day, but that's what we were running. And so I went ahead and did another 2 miles because I was just hyped. And because of that, when I got back, he said, well, guess what, mister? You think you can outrun the company? Here's your job. And he said, there was 7 guys. And he said, if any of them fail, you fail. I was like, you're shitting me, right? He's like, nope. He said, if anybody fails out of this squadron, this fact brigade, you go with them. I was like, son of a bitch. And none of them could even run a half a mile at the time. I was like, and we only had 5 weeks left. They had to run 2 3/4 miles to qualify. They didn't have to run it fast, but they had to run it. And I was like, son of a bitch. So every evening we were running. We were running, we was running, and we was running, and we was running, and we was running, and we was running. And finally, I remember it was about 4 weeks of it, everybody finally made the 2 3/4. And they were so hyped up that they actually started getting a little faster each week. And I remember when we ran it, the company set a record as a company as fast as speed. We had a bunch of guys in the damn company that were like 6'2", big old long legs. Trying to keep up with them was like a nightmare. But the company set a record, and our company commander was really, 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 really happy. And I got accommodation for that. Yeah, people Navy gives you accommodations for all kind of stupid stuff. Yes, they do. They give you for good stuff too. Yeah, get on out of here. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna wrap this up in a little bit. I got a few more things to talk about, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, brother.
Thanks for hanging out. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Cut me a big ham, man. Cut it down the middle, though, man.
Okay.
You sure you can cut it down the middle, right? You know what the middle is, right? It's not to the left, not to the right. I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother. Good night.
Let's see. All right. No, guys. No, Sean hangs out with you. Well, he's got to go to work tomorrow, man. Yes. He's actually on News on the Flipside. Y'all can catch him there. Not News on the Flipside. Into the Night on both Tuesday and Sunday. So, yeah, you can catch him both places. What do you mean, who is my what? My favorite? I don't have a favorite politician. Currently, my favorite person in the public eye is Elon Musk. Yes. Yeah, I could give a shit if Juliana had to pay $150 million. I'm not sure why these two women think they should have $150 million. Well, no, the courts do ridiculous stuff sometimes. Really. Well, if this was their lifestyle, but what they that's just ridiculous is what that is. Oh, I was so offended that we should each get $75 million. Really? Not that Juliana don't deserve to get bitch slapped, but still, that's ridiculous. I can be ornery. So anyway, getting back to some of the stories that we were talking about earlier. I don't think we've done any Fox News yet. Let me go see if we got anything on Fox worth looking at. Well, we use a lot of different agencies for news stories. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything on Fox that we really, really want to look at? We got some Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Putin uses Russia church to spread his saintly status in a nation with no separation from religion and state. He's Putin. Putin thinks he's God. I don't know how long he's got left to live. I hear all kind of rumors, but he thinks he's God. He just does. Hunter Biden, yeah, Hunter Biden's a moron. I just don't know. Hunter should already be in jail. The laptop was plenty enough to put him in jail. There's no doubt that there was funny money stuff going on the laptop. I mean, there's all kind of copies all over the place. That should be plenty enough. No, and Joe Biden blackmailing the Ukraine with $1 billion. He should be in jail. Because they're special. They're the special people, and special people don't go to jail. Like Hillary Clinton, she's a special people. Shh. Hunter Biden's criminal case exposes journalists who lie like hell. Yes, because Hunter Biden, they were protecting your ass. Now you outed them, so now they I know. As Biden's border collapses, South Texas Hispanics move away from the Democrats. John Kerry's coal crusade condemns billions to poverty. That's just stupid. New poll says what America really thinks about America's most powerful teachers union. Yeah, I think the teachers union should be disbanded, is what I think. Yeah, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Let's see. What is a favorable rating for this? So, most favorable rating for the teachers union is 37%. 52% disapprove of the teachers union. Well, was that a surprise? No, it was not. Well, because the teachers union is just anti-America, pretty much. Have you seen some of the curriculums they tried to get up north? They tried to do it down in the South, but the South was like, that's not going to happen down here. You're not teaching our students that. Yeah, ketamine is what we were talking about earlier. You're talking about Matthew Perry's death, right? Yeah, ketamine. Yeah, we brought it up in an earlier story. Why'd you send me this? Prince Harry, Meghan Markle share their digital holiday card. Like, okay, people, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't really care about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They just don't do it for me because they're both morons. Mm-hmm. Is it Taylor Swift's birthday? Well, hello, happy birthday, Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith. Yes, we talked about her getting fired as host from Jeopardy. She's gone. She's kicked to the curb. I personally, I never liked her on Jeopardy. No, I didn't watch it because of her. I liked the other guy. Prince Harry wins legal battle with UK publisher in phone hacking case. Damn. Brazilian gospel singer Perdido Hernico, 30, dies on stage doing massive heart attack. God was calling him home. He's a gospel singer at 30. Only the good die young. There you go. Proof's in the pudding. The Crown takes on Kate Middleton Prince William romance. Knives were out for Kate. Yeah, nobody was getting rid of Kate. Kate's not going anywhere. Kate's going to be queen, people. Just get ready for it. I don't know, but I know they've been bitching about having that George kid flying around everywhere they go. They're not supposed to bring all three kids. Because if they all get killed, then Meghan Markle becomes queen. None of us want that. Oh, I'm not kidding. I mean, if they die, then that's what happens. He's next in line. Well, it would definitely be a change of regime, that's for sure. It would probably be the end of the royal family, really. Willie Nelson believes in reincarnation, says he'll be back in a minute. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that, but that's cool. A lot of that weird stuff going on. If you believe in that, yeah. Well, everybody has the right to believe in whatever they want to believe in. At least if you live in this country, you do. Yeah, well, I mean, you can believe what you want to believe. There's lots of religions to choose from. There's lots of gods to choose from. Choose one and believe. What do you mean, what do I believe in? I believe in the Creator. I believe in spiritual stuff and not religion, if you're asking the truth. I'm not very religious. I'm very spiritual, but I'm not very religious now. I'm not even as spiritual as I used to be, actually. No, it's nothing mean or anything. It's just the way my brain is working at the moment. Texas woman fatally shot 14-year-old with a what? Burglazer. What the hell? Oh, people, learn how to spell. That's burglarize. What the hell? Jeez and Pete. All right, this is an article out of U.S. Texas woman fatally shot 14-year-old who tried to burglarize her home. Well, it's spelled way wrong. Well, it just took me a minute for the sentence to make sense because this damn word is U.S. That's a thing called spell check. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. United Airlines flights makes emergency landing engine fire put out. Ooh, I don't want to go out there anymore. Well, engine catch on fire plane. I guess you don't. Oh, this is a great one. Illinois NAACP president apologized after linking migrants to savages, rapists, and burglars. That's pretty bad. Oh, it's not as bad as if a white person would have said it, though. Well, no, she's black. NAACP. Explosion at New York City's Con Edison substation results in blackout. Individuals stuck in elevators. People, I can tell you how to get out of the elevator if you really want to know. Baby swept away in Tennessee tornado, found alive by the grace of God. Unusual spot. Oh, they found some kid that was taken 6 years ago was found alive. Yeah, they found him, I think it was yesterday. Melania Trump to speak to new Americans, citizens about responsibility of guarding our freedom. You tell them, Melania, baby. You get up there, you tell them. Be sure you wear a skirt, though. Nebraska Catholic priest cried out help as deputies arrived to find suspect killer on top of him. Yeah, we're just doing quick articles because we got to get out of here in a little bit. But yes, I do know that. No, we got to take a break in a minute. But well, there's so much of this stuff these days to keep up with. You know what we haven't been on? We haven't checked out any NBC news either tonight. Well, I like to be fair and balance myself in all the news I watch. Well, there's a lot of stations we use, but really and truly, NBC, CNN, Fox, I mean, you've pretty much got the gist of it right there. What do you mean, am I a fan of NBC? I am not a fan of NBC, but I am a fan of Rachel Maddow. Personal reasons. Well, no, so real quick. So Giuliano's the first case. We've seen that on 5 news sites now. What killed Matthew Perry? We've seen that on 5 sites now. Israel says it mistakenly killed 3 Israeli hostages. We've seen that on 5 sites now. These are all stories we've all had. Yes. Now, this one, East Coast braces for a powerful weekend storm that will bring high winds and heavy rain to millions. 2 millions. That's that one that's in Florida right now. Yes. Yeah, that's where it's at. Well, there's just not that much. Putin. Okay, what is this? Nightly news from NBC. So let's what they say. Putin would like to see more constructive U.S. president towards Russia, spokesman says. Not with Joe Biden. It's not going to happen. What do you mean, Donald Trump? Oh, no, Donald Trump's in league with him. We can't be having that. How China is challenging the U.S. dominance in space. Well, we'll see. China, I mean, okay, you got to love who wrote this. Let's go look at this because these are people who are morons. Okay, NBC News, national security, how China is challenging the U.S. military and dominance in space. Okay, whether China's challenging the U.S. doesn't matter because Elon Musk is kicking both of their asses. Yeah, both of them. And remember what Elon told Putin just recently. You can launch as many nuclear weapons as you want. I can knock them down with my Starlink satellites. Yeah, because they're big enough that an intercontinental ballistic. Because we got to remember, you don't have to blow them up. You just got to knock them away from the country and send them out into space. And now it's all he's going to do. He's going to run his satellite into one of Putin's warheads, and away it goes. So he's not getting his ballistic missiles, submarine or land-based ballistic missiles, are not coming to the United States anymore. China's only got 800, whereas Russia has 5,000. So I'm not exactly sure how China thinks they're going to be dominant here. I mean, Elon's kicking everybody's ass. China's not even in their ballpark. Shit, the U.S. ain't even in their ballpark. But yet, somehow or another, they're going to challenge us in space. Yeah, bullshit. That's one of those bullshit things. Well, I mean, people need to write stories, you know. I mean, really, that's what this is about. We need to write a story. Asked about Trump, top Kremlin said aides would like a constructive president. I don't think that's the word they wanted to use. I just don't think that's the word they wanted to use. Well, China's got like 4 new versions of COVID and some really bad upper respiratory diseases going on in their country right now. China launches experimental spacecraft into orbit for the 3rd time since 2020. Yeah, well, they're launching stuff into space like we are. What is this story you just sent me, Mark? Lesbian and trans woman beaten by group of men in Miami, video shows. Damn. Court reverses lawsuit over Connecticut rule allowing trans girls to compete in school sports. So they reverse it. They can't anymore, which was smart. Because trans women shouldn't have to play sports with women. It's not fair to women. What do we got here? Nope, not interesting. Virginia court reverses lawsuit by teacher fired for refusing to use trans student pronouns. Yeah, this was all in the middle of wokeness. Now the country's got past the wokeness, and we're like bullshit. Well, sometimes you get, like I said earlier, sometimes you got to call bullshit bullshit. New York Metropolitan Museum will return stolen ancient sculptures to Cambodia and Thailand. Oh, hey, that's cool. No, that was NBC out. This is Asia America we're in right now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, no, there's a lot of good stuff out there, but I don't know. So you're gonna have to wait and see about all that wonderful stuff. Well, right now the world seems to be on the edge, but it hasn't crossed the edge. In other words, we're not looking to kill ourselves. We're not looking to start World War III. We're really just looking to do whatever it is that we're looking to do. So it's not. It's. I mean, we are on the edge of prefaces, but the thing of it is prefaces. But the thing of it is, no one's wanting to be pushed into it or jump into it for that matter. We really just kind of want to cruise along and hope that none of this keeps going on. I mean, Russia needs a way out. Russia's got to have a way out to save face. Russia's looking for a way out to save face. But right now, there's no way to save face with what's going on in their country. So they need to find a way to save face to get out of there. Can they? Can they not? I don't know. Will Zelenskiy give them an out to save face? That's the other thing. Zelenskiy's kind of a little, you know what. So is he going to give them the out they're looking for? See, and that's the question. Will he? Well, he's going to have to do something because a lot of his allies in America are getting tired of funding him. Yeah, exactly my point. So we'll have to just wait and see where all of that goes. I don't really and truly, I don't see what's going to happen with all of that. I would really like to see our country in a whole just become more friendly and just generally just let's just be nice, especially now it's the holidays, people. Come on, give me a break. Anyway, speaking of that, we got to take a break. We'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes. I'll just stay tuned for this. Yes, sir, we will be. Mm-hmm. Now hang out for the break, and I'll see all of y'all, like I said, about.
Say your prayers and so on. Don't forget my son to include everyone. I tuck you in or within, keep you free from sin till the Sandman he comes. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light and tonight. Take my hand, off to never, never land. Something's wrong, shut the light, maybe not tonight, and the honors the white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons fire, and the things that will bite. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light and tonight. Take my hand, off to never, never land. Now I lay you down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light and tonight. Grain of sand. Exit light and tonight. Take my hand, off to
Oh my God, who was that on my radio? Was that Metallica? Ooh, Rippy Kai. That was a little Metallica there, guys. We got a story. I'm going to get out of here. A lot of good stuff that's been going around this week, and Ronnie, I really don't know. It's I haven't really looked at the polls that hard today, other than the Harvard polls, and I didn't look at them. They just happened. They just happened to be on my way to work this morning. Yeah, actually, that's what went on. So I was on my way to work, and they were doing the swing state polls. Yeah, Harvard was. They were doing swing state polls, and I was really surprised when I seen them. I mean, when I heard them. Well, it was a great piece, and when I heard it was Harvard, I was like, wow. I mean, come on, these polls cannot be that bad. Well, I mean, we're still. So we'll just say January. So we're 10 months from voting. That's it. That's how close we are. And you know how fast time travels. Yeah, I mean, it's cruising along. No, I mean it's cruising. It just feels like bam, and then we're going to be at the election time. I don't really feel. Well, if the Kennedy guy runs, there's not even a prayer for the Democrats. Whatever fake ass polls anybody wants to put out, they can put out. If Kennedy runs, there's not even a prayer. And if you notice, most of the polls will not include him in them. So at least it shows that there's at least a chance. So let's see. What do we got here? This is a Harvard University Center of America Political Studies. Biden versus Nikki Haley is a tie. Biden versus DeSantis. Biden's up by 1 point. Yeah, I don't believe that. Biden versus Trump. 35-43. Trump is up 8 points. Yeah, and this was taken yesterday. Biden versus Trump. Trump is up 36-44. Trump is up 8 points. Biden versus Trump. Trump is up 8 points. What is this one? U.S. government economist. It's tied 43-43. You got to kind of wonder when you even see that. IPSO Reuters polls. Biden. I mean, did I say? Yeah, Trump was up 8 points. 8 points. 8 points. 8 points. Here we go. Reuters poll. Trump is up 5 points. Reuters poll. Trump is up 4 points. Morning Consultant. Trump is up 3 points. Rasman report 8 points. And here he is at 10 points. 5 points. You notice this Biden's not even in this. As of right now, this is a landslide. It's a landslide. And well, he can say whatever he wants to say, but that was 528 polls, and that was Harvard polls. Do you know how left-wing Harvard is? It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Biden, Trump, and others. So nationally, Trump is up by 3 points. In Arizona, Trump is up by 11. North Carolina, Trump is up by, what is that? 16 points. Nevada, 6 points. Michigan, 15 points. Yeah, this is just, I haven't even seen a blue one yet. It's I mean, it's pathetic. I don't know what's going to happen here, but as it stands right now, again, in the second set of polls, he's murderizing it. I mean, these poll numbers are just sad. Let's see what Real Clear. So we went to 270 and 538 websites. Let's see what Real Clear Politics has to say. This is a liberal thing. General election: Trump versus Biden. Trump 52, Biden 48, 4 points. So here's when you add Kennedy in. It's Trump 44, Biden 36, Kennedy 20, Trump up by 8. Trump up by 8. Trump up by 56. Oh, that's against DeSantis and Haley. Biden's tied with DeSantis or Haley, so that would be an interesting race. So here we go. Thursday, Iowa poll. Trump's up by 37. So let's just go through it. Biden, Trump's up by 6. Kennedy, Biden, Trump's up by 8. Trump's up by 2. Trump's up by 1. Trump's up by 4. Trump's up by 4. Trump's up by 4. Trump's up by 4, 6, 4, 5, 8. Trump's up by 3. You notice there is not one poll on today that Biden's ahead. Not one. I don't know, guys. And wait, I mean, Trump's supposed to be going to jail. No, really, Trump's supposed to be going to jail, and he's so far ahead it's not even funny. But anyway, we got to get out of here. What was it? Hold on, I can check right quick before we leave. No, I'm gonna check for you. Oh, you mean that ugly Tesla car we looked at, that truck? I'm gonna do some more reaching there, but that thing was kind of scary. Yeah. No, none of it's changed yet. It's still pretty much the same way. Hawaii governor wants $3,000 vacation rentals converted to housing for Maui fire victims. Well, hey, I'm with you on that. I don't know who's going to pay for it, but I mean, somebody's got to. Mm-hmm. Civil fraud trial. Wait, what? Well, you got to remember some of these cases. Okay, like most of the stuff in New York, he won't go to jail for. There's nothing to put him in jail for. Mm-hmm. Most stuff in D.C. isn't either. It's this was more about giving him a bad reputation and hurting his standing amongst Americans than this was anything else. And it's backfired just like it did in 2016. And I warned everybody when this started. I had made predictions about this early on. I said, well, guys, if they keep this up, it's going to put Trump so far ahead, he's going to be unbeatable. And that's where he is right now. The Democrats are hoping that Trump will get some felons on him and they'll try to keep him from running, or they'll say how bad he is. But the problem for them, they can't even get him thrown out of the race because as long as he's getting an appeal, he's still eligible. I know. Isn't that a bitch? And I don't think the country's going to go from getting tossed out the race. I don't think America will put up with it. We're not in that kind of mood. No, we're not. We're in the kind of mood of we want to put who we want to put in. We didn't want to put Joe Biden in. Somehow or another, the Republicans broke every record they were with the amount of Hispanics, amount of blacks, amount of voters, and somehow they still lost. Hey, shit happens. I'm not saying that. And no, I never blamed the Democrats for that. Whether they cheated or not didn't matter to me. The simple fact that Trump went around for a year telling us they were going to and didn't make sure they didn't, that's on him. Yes, so I bet you he does it this time. But anyway, on that note, I got to get out of here. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to United Public Radio and News on the Flip Side. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Any moans, groans, bitches, gripes, or complaints, please write to Michelle DeRoche. On that note, good night, and I'll see y'all Wednesday.